Yeah, so I'm wanted for tax evasion. Oh, is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh shit.
It's time for the show.
Welcome to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. Ignore that whole tax evasion thing. My name's Joey Strange. Welcome back, guys. Today with me, as always, Heather and Tony.
Hello, guys.
And our guests are Intern and Adam.
How's it going?
Intern and Adam. Gets no name.
Those ones are bad.
Aaron. What's going on here?
Those are the ones that were slurs.
Well, we're the
Okay.
There should be another good one on the refrigerator.
So we're just going to discussing which beer is not.
We're standing here in the studio.
Everybody is waiting for us.
I guess I'll take one of the shitty beers.
Well, I guess crack me one.
I got a good beer.
Oh.
Well, you're the guest, of course.
He's not the guest. He's around here every day.
I virtually live here.
Pretty much.
I need the bottle opener.
Oh shit! I need the bottle opener too.
Joey's making a gross face. It's got
Hey, Joey, we still got this left right here too.
I don't even
Jameson.
want that beer. It doesn't even
Jameson
taste like
Black.
beer.
Hey,
Adam, taste it.
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Try it.
I'm
Tell me if that tastes like a beer to you.
Passing around the beers here to make sure that everybody realizes that.
So he
some of them
chugged
are good and some of
mine.
them are bad.
Jackass.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got to get the good taste in before I drink the bad taste.
How was everybody's week?
Crazy busy.
Amen to that.
All right.
Went to
That is
the
for sure.
physical therapist today, and they taped me. It lasted for about 3 hours, and the tape started coming off. Well, I'm a furry bastard, so
You dress up in a animal costume and fuck?
no, I don't have to.
Oh.
Well, you said you're a furry, so that's what.
No, that's disgusting. I mean, sorry if you were into that.
Hey,
kind of
don't
thing.
kink shame.
I just know that I
You
don't.
furry fuckers.
No, not
Yeah,
Dibs.
I can't. I can't.
me. Yeah,
It's water.
or beer. That's what you. That's what happens.
Don't hand
folks.
the intern that.
Have the intern drink the water.
Do not hand that to him.
So she's handing it to him.
The bottle opener.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaron.
We don't underage drinking. So anyway, now that we got all that out of the way, except for me and Aaron and Darian, who's chilling out here today.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, you're gonna share that, right? No, I'm good.
So anyway, we are not
Fuck
sponsored by Newcastle or Jameson.
we should be, at least by Jameson.
At least by Jameson.
I drink enough of it that.
Yeah,
So-
2/3 of the podcast is Irish. So.
Right?
That is true.
But I thought you were gonna say like toots and sold is by me.
That's true too. So last week we had a really good time with Mitch Gill.
Mitch, we miss you. Come back soon.
So I just wanted to go ahead and plug his show coming up again on Friday, February 16th. Doors open at 6.
That is
At 8.
Mitchell's Get a Room comedy.
Right?
Tickets are $15. It is a 21 and over. February 16th.
Wait.
Brentwood.
So come say hi to us.
Yeah,
Yeah, we will be
Sneak
hanging
in.
out there.
don't make this weird crew.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we should do like a contest or something while we're there. You know, if they see us and get a picture with us, or get them a ticket or a T-shirt or something.
What kind of contest?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, if you see us, do that.
Annette said the hey Tony, Annette said the some.
Are you serious?
Okay,
Yeah,
Nat,
that's what
tell
she
us
said.
how you mean.
Hey,
fucked up.
That's
Crackly.
all.
Robbie.
Sometimes on different devices it doesn't work as well. But just let us know. Are we crackling? Do we sound so we can work on the sound? All the above. Keep those thumbs up still
Whose
though.
phone audio was on, by the way, when I did the intro?
It's going in and out. So all right.
Wiggle the cord. It's not,
If it does, I
that's
just
the super technical fix.
if that works, and I just save the day. So
I don't know why you guys don't test the audio before.
I don't know why you guys don't either.
I don't
I don't know why you
Joey
guys
just-
don't either.
I don't know, Tony. Why don't you?
That sounds like
wait
an
a minute.
intern job.
That is an intern
It
job.
is an intern
It's
job.
not
Fired.
an intern job.
Nose goes, not it.
Not it.
Oh yeah, we are mature
I
here.
am not the audio man here.
We'll
so
teach him.
I
That
know
is
nothing
true.
about audio.
Yeah,
You gotta learn something, right?
Right.
See, we need to start doing
Someday.
like the preliminary
Aaron and Tony job together.
So
5-10 minute pre-podcast, pre-game type thing.
yeah, we're gonna talk about Rancho
Joke is tax
anyway.
evasion.
Never mind.
Any word on the sound? How's it sounding?
Nobody has said anything just yet.
Alright.
Oh,
Is the
it's
audio
okay.
down on that tablet too? Make sure it's turned off.
That's another thing too.
All right, we're good.
Okay, so
I adjusted the levels.
Let's keep going though.
while we're waiting, yeah, let's talk more about the show that we have coming.
We have a show coming up.
Do we?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a show March 3rd at the Brentwood. Suits and Daggers and Hail Your Highness. Doors will be open at 6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
Yes.
I think it says 6 on the. I gotta fix it, but it's 6:30.
6.
Oh well.
30.
If they show up, and they gotta wait, then they gotta wait.
Then
Whatever.
just hang out with us.
Yeah, just hang out.
You know.
Yeah. Quality t-shirt. Jeff Graham said quality control. Where's my t-shirt?
Jeff Graham,
Nose goes, not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Tony Jeff, because I told you to message Tony.
Yeah, I'll get your t-shirt to you Sunday, brother.
He just wasn't here because he was being facetious.
I was
I don't
being
know.
facetious.
Annette said it's a little better every now and then you get a little robotic sound, but I can hear you now.
On a little bit because last time I was speaking up pretty hard.
All right. Well, hopefully it will continue to sound better. I don't know what's going on. But...
It's not like we have interesting guests on, so
That's not nice.
Hey,
That's
an
nice.
interesting life.
Throwing the diabetics under the bus. I see how it is.
Diabetics under the bus. Hey, go get that inside. Sorry, I'm kidding. Honey.
Hey, $25 is $25.
Oh gosh, there we go.
He's even cheap. At least he you do 100.
he is even percent Jewish.
Yvonne.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
That was
in the trunk.
my French accent. It's not very good.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
What are you-
Me, nothing.
what is Aaron doing?
He's just making faces like he's trying to drop a stink pickle or something.
Steak pickles.
Okay. All right. Still trying to see.
I've had a pretty boring week. I've
Really?
just kind of been working on stuff for the show. We have 3 shows that we're working on right now, and we will have information up soon about that.
Yeah.
But we want you to stay tuned, pay attention to our sites and everything, and
Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to tell your.
I'm not sore out. All right, I'll do it when I'm good and ready.
Dance, monkey! Dance!
I'll do it at the
doesn't
end of the
work that
show.
way. Yeah, it doesn't work.
You
that
can't
way.
force it, man.
He's forcing it, and he's trying to steal it from you. So
Right.
I don't know how you
I'm
feel
not-
about this.
I'm not stealing it. I'm being a shameless hussy.
Shameless, huh?
Shameless, yes.
That's right.
Actually, I don't think you have shame.
Am I supposed to?
Uh,
I would have guilt for doing something wrong.
Maybe.
Everything you say and everything you do.
Isn't that a song by
No.
Brian Adams?
No, that's everything I do.
Do it for you. Yeah. Speaking
So-
of being all mushy and yucky, is everybody ready for the Hallmark holiday of Valentine's Day?
I don't know what that
Nope.
Was it like St. Augustine's Day or St. It is.
is. St. Patrick's Day?
The best
St.
holiday
Patrick's
ever.
Day is pretty good.
Right, because I could drink green beer and get drunk on a
Ew.
skunk.
Ew.
Ew.
What's wrong with
Good
It's
shit.
just food-colored
Green.
light beer.
Except
Caca. How do you say the green in the Killian? Oh, never mind. Killian's is light. I was thinking of Guinness.
Killian's, well,
Killian's
it's a
red.
red lager.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
a
light.
red.
Killian's is
Well,
good
I mean,
shit.
you could tell, I guess, that the grain's in it, but with Guinness, you could not. And that's what
No,
I was
you
thinking of.
definitely couldn't.
This kind of tastes like you're eating
Chocolatey
taste?
aspirins.
What? Guinness?
Yeah,
Have you had a Guinness?
I have had a Guinness
It's like-
before I was gluten free.
You think Guinness tastes like this?
It does.
You just gotta
Yes.
chew it. You
Yeah.
didn't chew it long enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, fine. Bring Ian on the show. I'll tell you because Ian was a skeptic about Guinness, and then I
Converted him.
I showed him the way.
You
Speaking of
converted
him, haven't heard from him in a while. Doctor, if you're listening,
I talked to him last night.
her.
He said I talked to him for a little
Oh.
bit last night.
So you guys got something going on after hours or what?
No, we got a band together.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
Working on a project.
so we're talking about recording some more songs.
Oh,
What was the
you guys
name of it?
can-
The Cheese Whistles?
No.
That is like the worst
Very
name I've
cheese
ever
the
heard.
name is still a working title. We're still
working that. And are you guys are going to be playing one of the shows?
Are-
Prize. I'm going to ruin everything.
we're playing a house show in May.
Mhm.
Let me look at my calendar.
May I look at my calendar for a minute? That's what he was trying to say.
we are set to play 2 shows announced yet because we're still working out a venue.
Mm-hmm.
But in May, and we're also playing a real, just regular show in
From
May.
Strange Friends Media.
What?
Strange Friends Media.
For Strange
Brought
Friends
to you by-
Media.
What's that?
It's a little something that we do on the side. I mean, when we're not so busy.
No, it's spelled with 4 K's and 1 Z. You
Oh, that's
sound it
right.
out.
Yeah, he always says, "Don't make this strange," and I'm like, "No, not always." Catch him once in a
No,
while.
the great part about I love with our podcast is when you tell someone and they're like, I'm not.
Well, next time somebody asks me about the podcast, I'm gonna be like, "Don't make this weird."
No, do what you say you were gonna do last night.
Quietly
Oh.
going up to somebody's mouth and going, shh, 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 shh. "Don't make this weird."
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So May 19th is the house show, and then May is the other show.
As long as Yep, May 25th.
Right.
No, as long.
There you go.
So it shall be fun.
The
But
event
keep
is called Super House Show Friends,
Super House Show Friend.
and it is May 19th at my boy Harley's house, and the address is on the event page. So show up. 21 and over, though.
Shit.
Coyote.
Okay.
Yeah,
Out.
Kyle will be
Yeah.
there. Justin and Corey are from the White Oranges are
Oh,
both
yeah. I
doing.
like those guys.
They're both doing separate solo shows.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
So
okay.
like they're both doing their own solo thing,
The
and
guys
then,
were great live.
then
So
Harley.
is this like a donation thing, or just coming to chill out,
just
or
no money. It's a free show. Just show up.
Free
Drink,
Shavakadu.
bring your
Free
own.
Shavakadu.
Bring your own booze and drink and chill out with us, and
Cool.
we will serenade you. It'll be Kyle
That sounds
Keller,
parody.
it'll be Corey and Justin from the White Oranges, their own thing. Hope and Harley, and then me and Ian.
Couch.
An extra couch. They have a couch.
with all those people going?
Why
to
are you
one
looking
couch?
for one?
Well, no, I was just
You
gonna there and
take
get
when you
hammered
go-
and pass out, right? Isn't
Oh.
that how
Yeah,
it
that's
Well,
usually how much-
it's not my house, so I can't
You can't just offer that up like that.
tune for that. So
So if you're coming, do not plan on staying there because
if-
it's not Joey's
if
house.
I get blackout, I'll stay.
But you kind of earned that because he's your brown bear.
He's my brown bear.
Shout out to Brown Bear.
Aw, I got a googly bear over here.
Yeah, your bromance going on.
We had-
Absolutely.
What was that you said today? That
What?
if you guys went out, I could sit in the back seat.
Know your place, woman.
Harley and Scrubs back in the day, so I call him my brown bear.
Yeah.
I love you, babe.
Love you
Love
too,
you
Snookum.
Oh,
Or-
whoops, wrong one.
Oh.
Or sometimes I call him my chocolate bear.
Chocolate. Watch Scrubs.
Be
Sorry.
glad it's a.
Get
I've
out.
never heard of.
Get
Good
out.
show.
Get out.
You never heard of Scrubs?
No.
Adam,
Oh.
I'm slowly learning that Adam has taste of anybody I've ever met. in my
Slowly?
life.
It took you
Music,
this long?
movies, books.
Like he said,
Hey,
No,
you
not
said
books.
taste in music.
No, my books are off.
no, he literally
He's
said,
tasting
he says my
music.
ears are bleeding when we were playing Queen.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, but
Adam. I'm learning things about this man.
Hey, you want to get a hold of the security and escort him out, Aaron?
Yeah, get out of here.
If you're listening.
Yep.
all right, skedaddle now.
Get out!
Nope. They're there for a reason today. I have some good news for next week's show too.
What's that?
I'll wait and tell you later.
CIR.
I hate when people do that.
It's like pulling.
Wait, what,
already
like this show next week? Like
Yeah.
Our podcast?
Yeah, we got some pretty cool guests coming on.
We can't announce them right now.
Why don't they be
Do
so
we
nice?
have
Yes.
to?
Might as well.
Mid-Michigan roller derby girls.
Uh,
There's going to be 3 of them joining us next week. So,
So wait, it's going to be a 6-way?
I should expect this. really,
Always.
really.
No. This was Darian's
I would
quote.
like to see
Hey, you can get a
go.
6-way going on here.
I would. She was talking about plugs. You.
Exactly my point.
But I would like. They have.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
I meant electrical. Whatever. And weird, which is.
It's
whatever.
the kind that rattles your teeth and chips concrete. It's
Oh.
okay.
Oh man.
It's 2018. Kink judge.
It is. That's for sure. But
Kink shamer.
but I would love to see you go and try out for the roller derby.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fucking
It would be
great.
hilarious. They
So-
have it. They said guys and girls
I,
could
I,
come.
I would do it, but my ankles, I can't.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be.
I'd call
It's
bullshit.
gonna have to be Tony.
Are you getting old or
Sleep the rhino on roller skates. Is that what you're saying?
Fuck yeah, we do, Googly Bear.
Oh, see, he's already.
Shut up, Smoochy Poo.
Oh, I even
Later. Gosh.
My stomach's feeling a little bit like it's hurting right now. I can't put my finger on this, but that was not me.
So,
What?
Joey, there, your mom commented. So glad for this podcast, so I get to at least hear my son's voice once in a while.
Oh,
You know the funny thing is they'll call you out for never like calling them or messaging them, but the phone works both ways, and never do I would answer if she called me. Oh, I would answer
calling
the
out
phone.
your Mama Strange.
What?
I think
He's calling out Mama Strange. Is
Mama
that what you
Strange.
call her?
Mama Strange.
Oh, he's right now, and he'd answer.
Oh,
You should just join us on the podcast for a minute.
He's got his phone in his hand too.
It's gonna die. It's at like 12%.
Oh,
Mine's already dead.
oh my goodness. But yeah, so talking about our guests that we have here. Now that I've
Now you
We have
talked about
guests
everybody
everything
else.
awkward with the 6-way.
They're not so much as
I'm
like
not-
parasites we're trying to get rid of, but they keep showing up.
What?
Oh,
You're welcome.
no.
Anytime. I'll be here all week. Literally.
we'll be here all week.
I'll be here every Thursday.
See, but we have them. They're sticking around.
He's a
You kind of
growth.
screwed there, Joey.
You were supposed to call me the other day. Ed.
I fucking did call you, and you didn't answer your goddamn phone. So
So this is a conversation between Mom and Joey, not me and him, by the way.
This part of the podcast brought to you by Solving Family Matters.
This part of the podcast brought to you by Dysfunction.
this,
You are not the father.
hey, we are a high functioning dysfunctional family.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
very much.
We put the funk and dysfunction.
Kudos
What
to
the
you.
psycho and psychotic, right?
That reminds me of a couple exes.
So I do want to talk about one of the
Reminds
events
me of me.
that
Okay.
is coming up.
Yes.
We have a date for it, but we haven't
Do you have a date for you?
Wow. His girlfriend's sitting in the room,
Unfortunate-
no answer.
Unfortunately, yeah, I do.
Unfortunately.
The stink eye from the other side of the
But
studio.
it's so pretty that she's still pretty, even though she's looking at you like she's
Yeah.
gonna kill you.
I think
But
she's
anyway.
anyway. Take his head off.
Anyway,
Yoda from Bad Lip Read. Don't
in
fall
April,
asleep.
we are doing an
Yeah.
80s themed party, and it is going to be awesome.
It is gonna be
And
awesome.
so you guys should definitely keep your eyes and ears open.
Heather
that.
wants me to go as Bob Ross.
I do.
Do
He's
it.
got a beard.
I'm thinking about doing Sam Kennison myself.
Oh,
I
Fro.
can see it.
the fro.
I'm gonna get the fro.
70s though, the fro.
If anybody has a really good wig, let me know. I'll wear it. Be Sam Kennison.
I got you.
Finn, we need it
He
for
was like,
baldy
what, he
pants
wore
over
like a
here.
leather jacket, right?
The leather
And
trench coat.
Leather trench coat.
Mhm. And a hat.
You could probably get one of those at Goodwill.
I'll have to borrow one of Ian's
Oh,
hats.
we're gonna be doing some Goodwill shopping.
And then,
Oh!
and then you need a wig.
Damn,
Yeah, just because you made
Yeah.
the muck like 2 inches from your
that
face.
smells very.
We
friendly.
caught all of that.
I was just
So-
testing the waters.
So with this show, though, we want to do what? A contest for costumes.
We're gonna do a costume contest, karaoke contest, and you can win fun prizes to be announced.
to be announced.
So that will be sometime in April. We'll probably announce it after our March 3rd show
Or at our show.
or at our show. Either
Depending.
way, I don't really
But
give
yeah.
a shit. Doesn't matter.
But it's going to be a fun time.
Never in my life. I've been proudly not giving a shit since 1994.
The
now.
90s.
Yeah, that needs to be a shirt for him, or get fucked, or it needs to be made a shirt for Joey.
I have
Lisa said she
the
was supposed to be making. In
bracelet. I have a bracelet. That
Yeah,
says
it
"Get
actually
fucking
says
hurt."
it.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
fact, I got the
You should take a picture of it and post it on your
Oh.
page.
I did.
Oh, okay.
don't make
Yeah.
this weird right here.
Yep, I got to don't make this weird bracelet too, and I can't talk. Sorry about that.
Spina
I've been doing that lately. It's kind of freaking me out.
bifida.
Spina bifida. Speaking of that video, I contacted that guy trying to get him on here.
Any
Yeah, what'd he
cards yet?
say?
He's not answering me.
That
I may or may not be blocked now. I don't know.
Babe, how many times did you contact him?
Just one.
What were you sending him pictures going to come on the podcast?
Absolutely
What's
not. Yeah, Joey, not me.
up? Joey and his
Babe,
flamingo
why do you have
socks.
pictures of Joey on your phone?
I do not. I don't.
She does.
Don't.
She also has a picture
have-
of Keith
Well-
in a nun outfit.
What?
Keith in a what outfit?
Oh yeah,
I have that picture too.
I do.
He sent it to me first.
Yeah. And then I was like, this guy won't take a damn hint. And he goes, send him this picture, and he sent him in the nun outfit. That should have been crazy enough to be like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you
AK
no more,
Vanilla
weirdo.
Gorilla.
That was that guy that just like,
AKA Little
called me
Spoon,
out of the blue.
AKA Cheese
It's
Wheel.
weird.
She's weird.
Oh, do you want to read that, or do you want me to get on the chat here? You doing your
I'm
job,
not very good at
intern?
reading.
Okay, so here we go. Darian says, I think you should do a single and then a couple group contest. That'd be fun. Singles and couples.
That sounds good.
Oh,
To
for
point
like
out the
a- for-
depression.
For the costume contest?
Yeah. So
Loser. You're
Point
here
out-
by yourself. You win a
I was
prize.
just gonna say. All right, the number one loser of the show.
And then your mom says, gotta run. Just wanted to hear your voice. I will be down to visit you as soon as your sister decides to have this baby.
Oh.
Love you, Oodles. You too, Darian.
Love you too, Ma.
So, but yeah,
Sweet.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Me and Darian are going to work on some of the decorations together, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told her
I
that
can
yet,
help.
but that was. The
Oh,
plan.
that's what he told me. He's like, you and Darian will
I
just
put
have
you
to.
guys in charge of that.
You've been
That's fine.
voluntold, Darian.
Well, because I figured she's got.
Voluntold, I love it.
Well, she's got like experience decorating floats and shit. So I'm like, she's crafty.
Yeah.
She's hip. She's cool. She's crafty.
I
Hey, Heather, did you mention your new job you got?
don't have it yet.
Close enough.
No. I don't want to jinx myself.
So you got the fluffer job?
No. What in the hell?
I like that.
I was just waiting. Yeah, hi Heather. This is Dad. Our parents joined
He
us.
tuned in just in time.
Yeah,
to hear
no,
about
it,
your-
it wasn't him, but I just said I'm waiting for that to happen. But
We were watching Clerks the other night. I love their conversation about. Do you have any idea how much the average jizz mopper gets paid?
oh,
Oh, what?
It's
No.
a sticky job, but someone's got to do it, right?
caca.
You don't know what a jizz mopper is?
He's
Never
He's
heard
16,
of it.
careful.
I don't want to know. I'm good.
You know the nudie booths, like where you go in, you put some money in, and then like a window drops, and there's like you jerk off, and
Okay.
there's okay. Well,
That's enough.
well, the jizz mopper is the guy that cleans up after the people that go in those booths.
So I'm guessing you know from experience.
Yeah, I was a professional jizz mopper for like 12 years.
How do you put that on a resume?
You just
Yeah, you
write
do.
it on there, dude. I've gotten
Yeah.
hired. It gets you like instantly hired.
that reminds me of when I worked at the
For all the
factory.
shit jobs.
Yeah. No, when I worked at the factory over in Deckerville, they came to do like eye testing there at
Hey, wait a
the
minute.
place. Oh,
All the shit jobs. All right.
Shit
I'm
jobs.
Joey Strange. It's called Strange Friends Media. I think I'm doing pretty good for myself.
There you go.
Well, yeah, but you got Heather, Dr. E,
Right.
all in tow.
We're all
So
weird.
we're
Yeah,
bringing
me
some
too.
class to that Strange.
But it's not
Let me
called.
get back
It's
to my
not called.
story.
It's not called Heather, Tony, Ian Friends Media.
I mean, it could be.
That's not as. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well.
Right,
Joey,
right.
you're an interesting piece of Strange, that's for sure.
I am. I'm a strange piece of ass.
Darian's giving him that look again.
Oh boy! Wow. So I was gonna finish my story,
I'm a
You what?
character.
but I don't know if I should now.
What?
About working over in Deckerville when they came over to do the eye testing. They're
As a fluffer?
As a jizz mopper?
no, neither.
What? Jizz mopping.
I worked at a factory.
But she's talking about an eye test. I mean, of course you don't get it in your eye
to be
that
on my
burns.
side, sir.
I didn't say I was taking sides.
Uh-huh.
Well, Heather, if you get it into your eye, I'm sure it's going to burn.
Anyway, what I'm
My
saying
own
is,
time.
Anybody else?
never mind. I'm done with the story. I'm
No,
just
don't
over
quit
it.
Anybody,
Screw you guys. I'm out.
anybody
Spit it,
that's
don't
not
quit it.
Aaron?
Nope. I'm quitting. No spitting nor.
So, anyways,
quitting.
Deckerville eye testing. What?
So it's not going to be as funny now.
Well,
We're so far
You
out.
did all this build up.
Wait, what happened? What are we talking about?
I was talking
Heather getting
about.
jizz in her eye? Apparently?
No. See,
Hate when that
I
happens.
I can't even talk with you guys right now. Assholes.
All right, let's let her.
Go ahead. Finish.
We've gotten off
Fuck
the
you,
rails a
man.
little bit.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Let's just keep going
Just
forward.
finish it.
Good. I didn't want to hear a
Finish it.
stupid story
Man,
anyway.
Can I make a note?
Finish what you start.
Can I make a note that we went off the rails because Heather started her story?
Yeah. What the fuck, Heather? You took
Hey, at least I'm on microphone and I'm supposed to be.
Oh, shots fired.
What? What did I do?
I don't know. I don't get it. Everybody else started doing it, so I just
Oh, got you. No.
we had this lunch table when I was in high school, and we would do this thing where someone would like come up and like insult the table, so we'd all go hey, like a bunch of Italians like just yelling hey,
Forget about it.
like a bunch of greasy fucking spicks.
Wow.
Way
There
to
you
jump
go.
races.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong race.
I was gonna say way to jump
I was
races.
gonna say greasy fucking wops is what I meant to say.
Oh my god.
This part of the podcast brought to you by
Just the right amount of racism, just enough to keep it going.
Just enough to show you.
We don't-
That,
We don't want that going anywhere.
No.
No.
We're keeping that
we're keeping
sponsorship
it
right here.
We're never getting a fucking sponsor.
We're not gonna get
I'm gonna
sponsored.
make sure of it.
We're not gonna get sponsored for this show.
For the record, not actually racist. Okay, I love greasy wops,
Oh my goodness.
and my best friend happens to be a spick. Okay,
Right?
You're brown bear.
Your brown
Yeah.
bear.
so
Yeah.
it's okay.
So he's a Mexican.
So now that we
bear.
got over that.
I'm not racist. My president's white.
Oh, and an
What the
idiot.
fuck?
And he's an idiot.
I
Sorry.
wonder if he's done the
Amen.
Tide Pod challenge.
Speaking of that,
I would like to think so.
I have a question about the Tide
Go for it.
Tide
Todd?
Pod.
Yeah.
Todd?
Tide Pod challenge.
Shoot.
Are those low in carbs?
I have no idea.
Why'd you ask
No.
him?
I'm asking both of them because they're both diabetic, and that's why
But
they're
you
here
looked
today.
at the 16-year-old.
Was that your like poor attempt to like get the
Yes,
conversation?
It was. Is it working?
Now for the reason we're all here.
And now for the reason.
We don't negotiate with
Oh, we
terrorists. Heather.
got diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got these two here to talk a little bit about diabetes. So
And how bad it sucks.
Somebody needs to share the
or
Wilford
doesn't?
Brimley video.
diabetes.
Do you guys like think that's
Hello.
funny, or
My
is it
name-
Oh, yeah.
annoying?
Oh, I make fun of diabetes all the time.
Oh.
Every
I
day.
like literally. Like,
My
I go
name's
around saying I
Wilford
got
Brimley."
diabetes.
My name's Wilford Brimley, and I'm here to talk to you about diabetes.
Usually I'm like, quit being a fucking prick. I get enough of those every day of the week.
Oh, that
I'm
was
not proud
funny.
of the
haven't
things
done that-
I've
haven't
done.
said that
Come
one
on,
yet.
get happy now.
No, really?
Oh, yeah, I've never thought of that. Thank you. That.
What's
You're welcome anytime.
I love the sound he makes. Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
Elvis? What?
Uh-huh.
Wilford Brimley.
Oh, he does that?
Yeah, he does like a like.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Anyway,
Kind of sound like Elvis. A little
anyway,
bit.
diabetes. What's it like?
Shitty.
Pain in the ass.
I don't know. How do you transition?
You don't
into-
really. I mean, yeah, it got serious.
but did you die?
Oh,
Not
I
yet.
came close.
I was gonna say
like slivers away.
God, you are a horrible person.
93 pounds sucks.
Yeah, that's
So
a
tell us
pretty-
the story about that.
Yeah, I was currently in mixed martial arts at the time and quickly started losing weight. I went from 155 to 93 pounds in 6 weeks. And my reaction,
That's a hell of a workout routine.
right?
I need to drop about that.
Right. But the problem was my reaction time had started getting slower. I had cotton mouth, like steroids, or like your mouth was so dry that even drinking water didn't do anything. I could drink it, and within seconds, my mouth would go back to being dry because it's a false dry. Your blood sugar's so high that it's just drying out everything, trying to use moisture and blood sugar and insulin to bring it back down again. Well, this is before I knew I had diabetes, so I was just chugging water by the gallon. And unfortunately, it makes you go to the bathroom a lot because it's trying to get rid of the carbs in your system.
Right.
And so I couldn't go more than 3 minutes out of the bathroom. I had to be within just about eyesight of the bathroom all day, every day for a few weeks straight before I realized something was up because I thought it was just a stomach flu. And it sucked because, you lose that much weight, your skin and bone. You don't I couldn't sit in a lazy boy and not feel the bars, even in a thick, comfy late. Tiny Rick!
Someone forgot to shut their phone off.
I left it on
Somebody-
intentionally.
Oh.
But no, like sitting in a lazy boy or even like a padded bed or anything else like that, you can feel the bars, you're so bony. It's like, I couldn't lay on anything without being in an excruciating amount of pain.
I've never known that.
Yeah, it sounds like someone needs
Never
to throw
known
you a
that in my
bone.
It
life.
sucks.
I
Yeah.
imagine, yeah. You were how old when you found out,
I
Aaron?
was turning 10. I was either turning 9 or 10, one of the two.
Yeah. So you've been dealing with
I think
it.
millennials
for a
will
while.
complain about anything.
Oh, gee.
I don't complain about it. I make fun of it.
Right?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I get to skip class when I want to.
Well,
Oh, I never got the opportunity for that because I didn't.
Oh,
find
it's
out.
fun.
I didn't find out until I was 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Hmm. So is there anything in particular like you carry on yourself when you get low or whatever?
Usually just like granola bar or something like that. That's what I carry on me.
I'm
But
always
Then
with-
again, my blood sugar like rarely ever goes low.
Oh.
More than like the
See, I
see,
don't
I'm
have-
thinking of like
2 to
Paul
500.
Blart Mall Cop. He hits that peak and then just falls and crashes, and he's.
Well, it's actually the opposite. Usually you pass out when you're low, not when you're high, unless you go like stupid high, like 900 above.
Yeah. What
and
was yours when you walked in?
The first time I walked in conscious, it was 933 at Warren
Good gosh.
Hospital. And then I went into Huron Valley and beat my own record and went into
Beat my
970.
own record.
Your personal best.
Like,
Right.
like you're playing fucking
They've got like
Galaga.
how like they have the bowling, they've got people top bowler and everything.
Well, they
else,
actually
like,
have
up
they
top.
actually have highest they've ever seen in a diabetic category.
That
Ugh.
seems wrong.
Right. Well,
Like
no, but
high
it's,
score. Like they take bets. Like when they walk in.
no, but the old guys take bets on how much they can piss a day when they've got diabetes. It's fucking hilarious. So we're laying in bed, me, and then I had a neighbor in the same room, and then a guy on the other side of the wall, and he pounds on the wall, and he's like, "Hey, Birdie!" He's like, "How much you get today?" He's like, 190 milliliters. He's like, "Oh, I only got 116." And I look over and I go, "I got 430. Top that, old guys." And they start laughing. And every day I was in, they were just comparing how much they had to go to the bathroom per day because that's what they did.
So I have to say, Darian commented in the chat, even diabetes doesn't like you when you're 23, Adam.
Ain't that the truth?
That's funny.
That is pretty funny.
That's
See,
pretty
the
good.
highest my blood sugar's ever been was maybe up to 700 and something.
Ow.
I've never known for sure.
See, I don't have diabetes. I just have low blood sugar, so I don't have that.
Hypoglycemic.
People get angry with that a lot of times.
What do you
I've
mean?
known a couple people that when they drop or they're like hungry, they start getting.
I get irritable. Like it's because I'll get like cold sweats and like I get like really
Oh.
irritated because I can't fucking like focus or do anything right. So like if I'm fucking up and then somebody's like talking to me at the same time, I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel bad because I've snapped and been argumentative and cranky with friends and family and Heather. Like the
Yeah.
other night, she was trying to get me to eat something, and I wasn't sure that I was low because I hadn't checked it in quite a while, and I knew I was getting cold sweats, and I'm going, no, I feel like crap, but it could be the flu because balancing diabetes and the flu, you almost don't know because your blood
Mhm.
sugar goes high, you get a pounding headache, you get a pounding headache when you go low. So you're like, is it a fever? Is it low? Is it, what's the difference? And when you're low, you want to eat. You can't, like he was saying, you can't focus. and you're kind of dizzy and out of it and in a haze almost. I was like the other night, a couple weeks ago when I was here.
Yeah.
I kept trying to put my hand in my pocket and couldn't get my hand in my pocket. It looked like I was feeling myself up, like straight up. They'll tell you, it looked like I was trying to get my hand in my pocket for my insulin because I thought I was high, not low.
It was
You
pretty
were slurring
scary.
your words pretty well.
Yeah.
I was scared. That was like my first, I think, encounter with you, being low. And you were like, what, 42 or something?
Yeah, I hit
Yeah.
I
pretty
hate that.
Scared the
It sucked.
crap out of me.
I was like, and then last night I was pretty low and I was I was drenched in sweat. I had to get out of my t-shirt.
he was cold though. Like I touched him. I'm like, holy crap, you're freezing.
Yeah, it was cold sweats. It sucked.
So-
Got home, had some food. Actually, had some food here. Got
Yeah,
home.
I don't ask you if you want anything from now on. I'm just giving it to
No,
you.
she's like, here, sandwich now. And then I downed 5 peanut butter cookies in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Then tried blaming it on Tony.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
See,
about.
Tony's had 4. That's 1 for Like, wait a minute.
That's how I knew he was feeling better.
Yeah,
Started
when I'm
blaming
feeling
shit on
better,
you.
my smart ass comes back.
Yeah.
It kind of dwindles down when I'm argumentative and cranky and feeling like shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's scary though. I mean,
So now, how does that work for you, Aaron? I mean, is it a lot of the similarities there, or
Kind of, I guess. I don't go low very often anymore.
right?
When I first started taking shots, I did, but I'm on the pump now. Thank God. That's
So you're
helped me a
part
lot.
cyborg.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah!
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know,
You're like
right?
the lamest superhero ever.
Yeah.
I got diabetes. Woo!
Diabetes man. To the
I'm
rescue.
Iron Man's redneck cousin, Aaron.
Hell yeah, man.
Shoot, Wade's can.
Get her done.
Where's the Rice Krispie treats?
Oh my
Get off
god.
my lawn.
So, is there anything like that helped you learn it, because you were so much younger with juvenile diabetes? What classes or anything? Camp? What?
Mainly that my grandma was insulin dependent diabetic too, and when I first got the pump, we had the same exact pump, so she knew how to set up everything up with me, and I could help her when she needed it, and she could help me pretty much. And I did have a class at first when I first got the pump. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But while I was in the hospital, they did teach me how to do everything and teach me how to do sliding scale and all that kind of stuff.
Ugh.
Lot to learn.
Too
big
much to learn that I
adjustment.
already forgot.
Yeah.
Well, I was going
Oh,
to say
imagine.
it takes a minute to learn all of that. Not to mention, if you're not completely together
Yeah.
because your sugar's too high or
Right.
your sugar's too low.
Right.
But I mean, I
like
got on
sliding
quick.
scale
So.
X times.
It's like being
Q.
drunk. Is what you're trying to say?
Well,
It's like
yeah,
feeling
I
drunk.
mean,
I mean, I guess kind of in a way.
How would you know?
Yeah, when I was in the
I don't
hospital.
You don't know this, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Sorry.
Say no to-
Yeah, like when I was at Huron Valley, though, like Warren, by the way, don't ever go to Warren Hospital unless you want to die. They sent me out with a needle and insulin, didn't tell me how to count carbs, didn't tell me how to count shit. They're like, oh, good luck. Have a great day. After they got my blood sugar under control, they're like,
Wow.
good luck. Have a great day. I went to Huron Valley and she's like, nope, you're going to be in here for 3 weeks.
That had to suck.
so they taught you in 3 weeks' time. How
They
to
taught
manage
me in
everything.
3 weeks on how to balance it. And then the other thing, too, that I really liked about that is they gave you a menu with everyday foods that you would see outside of the hospital. And, okay, here's, for example, like 1 carb is 15 grams. And in a box of cereal, there's a certain amount of grams per serving.
Right.
And here's what you could do on a regular basis, as opposed to just feeding you hospital food and then you learning from just hospital food, then going home and going, well, crap, what if it's an odd number? Or what if it's
Right.
not measuring exactly in? I mean, what do you do then? Well, they taught me on top of that. What do you do like for a bagel or a donut or something like that I would see normally on a daily basis at
Right.
home?
Joey
Like,
just
I have a
left
question
because he
for
doesn't
you.
like us
Okay.
anymore.
But
Yeah, we can talk shit about him now.
but what are you talking about? How the grams part?
Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
like
Jim.
what I got taught anyway when I went in was
Yeah, dinner.
15 grams of carbs
Well, yeah.
was 1 carb. And then
15 grams of carbs, 1 carb.
Right. So what they did was 15 grams. Like if you look at, for example, trying to think, a loaf of bread, for example, if you look
Right.
at 1 slice of bread on, I think it's average white bread is 15 grams. It'll
Yeah.
say 15G. And that was 1 carb. In a meal, I could have 4 carbs. I was on a 4
Carb
carb diet.
option? Is that what you mean?
What do you mean 4?
Carb option or
No, that's what they broke it down to was 15 grams of carbs was 1 carb. And
Huh.
I could have 60 grams of carbs in a meal for my sliding scale. That's what they taught me in the hospital anyway.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. That's what
That's completely weird because how they taught me is gotta think now for a second.
Hannah, if you're
I have-
listening,
Yeah.
I haven't used a sliding scale in forever, but
Well, no, I'm
What
not
I'm-
talking about the sliding
well,
scale,
no,
just based on carb
yeah, I know,
count.
He's trying to tell you what he learned to you.
Yeah.
yeah. So like for a sandwich, it'd be 15 carbs a slice, right?
Right.
Per se, and I'd say about 5 or 8 grams of carbs for peanut butter and your jam.
Right. Right.
All that up together is what I used for my sliding scale.
Right. But like if I was having just a that's what I would do the same way. But like for example, there was ones that were odd, like a slice of cinnamon raisin toast came out to I think it was 18 or 19 grams,
Yeah.
which is like 1.5 ish. And then she would tell me, okay, if it's closer to 30, you can round up. If it's closer to 1, you can
Oh, all
round
right,
down.
now I see what you're getting. Yeah,
And like, but in the hospital, they just give you carbs and they've already measured it all out.
right.
Yeah, you're not getting hurt. To the mic.
Shoving the mic in your face.
Okay, is that a little better there?
There we go. Now
Yeah.
we can hear you.
But no, they're not. They like in the hospital, everything's measured out. Whereas at home, you could come up with an oddity, like Rice Krispie treats, for example. They come out to, I think it was 22 grams of carbs or 21 grams of carbs. And had I not been taught that, I would have gone home and gone, well, shit, this isn't 1 and this isn't 2. What do I use on my sliding scale if I'm going to have this amount of food?
Right.
Do I go for the one more, unit of insulin up, or do I just stay with, the 15 units of insulin or whatever I'm using at that point?
So you never went by half units or anything?
They didn't. I learned that later on how to go to buy half units, but I don't frequently. No.
Right.
So what's the worst thing that you guys had to give up because of diabetes? I mean, as far as food goes, I'm sure there's other things that you had to give up.
For me, military.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm disqualified from any military service at all.
Do you
That
know the
sucks.
Coast Guard? No, did you know
Same.
the Coast Guard has, as long as you haven't been hospitalized within the last 3 years with type 1 diabetes, you can go out, you can get signed a waiver to go to the Coast Guard now.
Oh, really?
It's
Yep.
just weekend,
know that.
right?
No, that's in the reserves, but
Reserves.
it's in the reserves. But you have to stay stateside because they can't. They're not. The reason they're technically disqualified from the military is because if you were at active duty and we're in a different country, obviously being insulin dependent like we are, they can't send us insulin on a
it's-
daily
right.
basis.
It's like that for any, like if you have asthma, for instance, you
Mhm.
can't.
that's why I got disqualified.
If you take any kind of medication,
But the Coast Guard in I think it was 2 years ago, right as I was just getting out of the hospital for the 3rd time, I think it was, they made a program where you can go through waivers as long as you haven't been hospitalized in the last 3 years as a type 1 diabetic, and your doctor clears it and a military physician clears it. You can go as a reservist in the Coast Guard. I've been trying to get signed up for that for a waiver for.
Is that what the testing was when we were in school? Like the
The ASVAB?
yeah, is that what that was?
asthma.
You
Yeah.
guys took ASVAB in high school. I had to
Oh,
take.
yeah.
I wasn't allowed to take it in high school. I had to take it when I was 19
like
after I
the-
graduated.
the
Nope, we
easiest
took it in
test
school.
the
I've
world.
never taken
It was. They called me and
That's
I
when
was
you
like,
sign up for
no,
the
I'm too
military.
fluffy. I can't do this.
See,
Plus, I
that's
wouldn't want anybody yelling in my face.
That's the shitty thing. I was disqualified from joining the military, even though I qualified for every single job. Like I could have pretty much done whatever job that I wanted to in
Yeah.
the army.
Why were you disqualified?
Because I took medication for ADD, even though I was never officially diagnosed for it.
Oh,
But
that's no fun.
yeah,
That's
That
not cool.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the medication thing is ridiculous.
Being in the Marines was my lifelong dream until I last year, I think it was, or the year before, I talked to a Marine recruiter and a naval recruiter, and both of them told me that I was disqualified from military
yeah, it's
service.
fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, because
Terrible.
that's been my lifelong dream.
Because
Because
your family.
yeah, my uncle's been in the Marines for 13. He was in the Marines for 13 years. My dad was in the Army.
Mhm.
My grandfather was in the Navy. Then I've got ancestors that fought in the World War together,
Yeah, right.
against each other.
Yeah, both my
Yeah.
brothers are Navy guys. Actually, one's currently in E7 in the Navy right now. He's training E1s and E2s down in Chicago, Illinois right now at the base down there. He went to Norfolk, Virginia, and then lived over in Japan for 9 years.
Yeah, my cousin Matt's in the Navy right now. He's a character.
But yeah,
They
like
usually are.
when I was about to turn 18, and they're like, "Well, your blood sugar's high. You might." I didn't even have diabetes yet. They're like, "Your blood sugar's high. You might want to get that looked at, and we can't take you until you're cleared that you're not diabetic."
Right.
And I was like, "Okay." And they did 15 tests on me within about a year, and all of them came back that I wasn't. And then I got into mixed martial arts, and I got into, I had my son within that next 2 years or so. So I kind of got off the military path, and then found out when I was 23 that I was diabetic. And it was like, well, shit, now what do I do?
Right.
And it also, I mean, it's the other thing too, is I've lost jobs because of it, because I couldn't, like, for example, I went to work at a factory with my brother, Rob, on the night shift, but being on the night shift threw off my blood sugar, because people don't realize, but lack of sleep or too much sleep also affects your blood sugar
So
levels.
does the heat
Right.
and
Right. The heat
Yeah.
and cold does it too.
That's why when I worked at the farm, that was my first job. I was out picking rocks and plucking rye, and they wanted me working 12-hour shifts on the weekends, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I had to quit.
I was just gonna go back to the military thing for a second. That's the reason that I employ people to not get their kids tested for ADD,
yeah.
because you
Mhm.
can live a functioning life without taking medication for ADD.
Right.
And if you get your kids tested for that, and they have to take medication for that, they get diagnosed for that, you've fucking ruined them.
They
Yeah.
can't do
You've
it.
ruined them just because of some fake fucking made up disease that doctors want to sell you pills for.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But yeah,
ADD is like the biggest excuse for somebody that just has a hard time focusing.
Yeah.
It's like, why do we have to fucking give a name to every goddamn thing? Like, that's the fakest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Well, the fact that, every kid learns differently, and now they want to pin this imaginary tag on them going, well, that one's not fixable.
It's like, all right, so
Really?
you're telling me that I have ADD, even though I scored high enough on the ASVAB to get pretty much whatever job that I wanted to do. So,
And I was the same way. I had every freaking recruiter calling me several times a week going, well, this is your ASVAB score. You should come in. And I'm like, you bastards told me I had asthma, and I was disqualified.
well, asthma is a little bit different because
Yeah, but that's bullshit. I mean, seriously? So I got a freaking and I can go.
right. But what happens? But they have to ship you your medication.
right. If
So
you're in
you get-
Iraq or Iran or a foreign country, they literally, for every 24 hours that you're active duty over there, they would have to ship you a new shipment of insulin. Not only do they not have the time, but they can't 100% guarantee it's going to get to you where you're at all the time.
Or
That's the great part
inhalers.
about the black market.
Right. So I'm gonna take a minute and go to the chat because our intern doesn't want to do it anymore, but that's okay.
I'm
I'm just
bad at
kidding.
reading.
That's,
Okay.
no, I'm teasing. Darian said, going back to like with the low sugar and everything, peanut butter sandwiches and orange juice with added spoon of sugar is best to kick your sugar back in a healthy way. MCAT says, preach, Joey. ADD is just short for let's get paid for prescribing the kid Adderall.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
yes.
That's
It's
what they
fucking-
prescribed me last year.
It's fucking
Mhm.
stupid. I got taken when I was a kid, and I didn't fucking know. I was maybe like 10, 11 years old,
Right.
and like ADD was like this thing that like it was like it's when it was like starting to kick off,
Yeah.
and they're just like, oh, he has a hard time focusing in class. Here, make him take Ritalin. It's like,
Yeah.
Horrible.
that's fucked up
Right?
because
Yeah.
that ruined. Like, I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Doesn't that
you
make
know?
you like a zombie too? Like,
It does.
Really?
I was
Adderall.
I was losing so much fucking weight because I didn't have it kills your appetite. I wasn't myself. It's like, yeah, my grades did go up, but I wasn't myself.
But you weren't
you know?
you anymore.
Right.
It's
That's
like my
horrible.
mom, like the thing that like, and my mom knows this now, and I don't blame my mom for it because she didn't know.
Right.
Like, the reason my grades were so low in school is because it wasn't because I had a hard time focusing. It's because I wasn't interested.
Right.
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was like they weren't teaching me anything I wanted to learn about.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Christopher Columbus. He didn't like he's
We know
why are we
this.
you know?
We know this.
I'm not gonna go into it. I preached enough about my feelings towards
Right. So on Heather's question, did you have anything that like, significant? Because I know the big one that I did, like right after I found out I had gotten diabetes, and then I started to get it under control and everything. It was like the first or second time I walked into a gas station. I used to pick up cinnamon rolls, and I used to pick up, like, occasionally I get a cinnamon roll, or I'd get, a bag of chips or something like that. And I walked in there and I actually almost broke down in tears because it was like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to eat the stuff I eat on an everyday, daily basis anymore.
Right.
And what else is going to, and then the other one that really, really scared the shit out of me was when I first got the high that I hadn't been to a hospital for, my vision went blurry. And when I couldn't see anything clearly, where I couldn't read letters that every day I prided my vision on.
Yeah.
I couldn't see letters like that. I was going, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need glasses for the rest of my life. And nothing against people with glasses, but this is a completely different change. And what if I go blind? Or what if I can't ever be able to drive again? Or what if I can't ever fish again? Or what if I can't do on things I could do on a daily basis? And it was like, what?
So many things that can happen with having diabetes, like losing infections, losing limbs, and all kinds of that stuff. It's scary.
My grandma's got diabetes. She has to pretty much wear gloves for everything that she does in her day to day, and she sews and stuff because her fingers, she gets like little cuts and stuff in her fingers.
Yeah, but I think that was probably one of the most terrifying things I'd been through, where I couldn't see letters. Like, I mean, I used to be able to see signs that were a quarter mile away because my dad would pick up me for. He's like, "Hey, can you read that from here?" Yeah. And then when your vision goes, you worry about everything else that's going to go. Is my hearing or is my taste? Right. And your taste buds, oh my gosh, they do a 360 on steroids. They're just like, nope, you've liked that before? Just kidding. Or you can tolerate that? No, nope, you're going to puke it up today. And it's like I went into, I used to drink cranberry Sierra Mist. And the very first time I drank it, even diet, the very first time I drank it, after I knew I was diabetic, I couldn't keep it down. I tried over the course of 6 months, I tried it like once or twice every 6 months.
See, I get that way about things like those like TGI Friday potato skin things.
Yeah.
Used to be able to eat those all the time. Now I get physically ill even just thinking about the taste of them.
Right.
Wow.
And that's with your hyperglycemia. Is that right?
Hypo, whatever the low one is.
Yeah. Hypo.
So Aaron, on that
high.
note, is there anything that like big noticeable changes / things you had to give up or didn't want to give up that you?
Honestly, not really. Besides Taekwondo, because when I was in Taekwondo is when I actually became diabetic. Like in the middle of it, like how you said you were using the bathroom a lot before that. I just realized that's also another thing I was doing now.
No, you probably don't have to give up as much food as you do when you're like gluten allergy.
Oh god, that is a lot.
Well, no, like the gluten comparison.
Darian just sat up and went.
The gluten comparison, because like my girlfriend Heather is she's allergic to gluten, and I was looking into I was looking in case new.
No, I'm teasing you. Keep going.
But no, I was looking into gluten-free things and comparing them with carb levels because I was thinking with less gluten in it, or with no gluten in it rather, it would be hopefully a lower carb level. And for sure, probably 90% of the things I noticed that are gluten-free are way lower in carbs than anything on like gluten-free bread, for example. You go from 15 grams of carbs down to like 6 per piece of slice of bread. And I just went, whoa, that'll help a whole ton. I could have more than that. Sweet.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, is the education part of it. Obviously with the nutrition facts and the things that you can and can't eat, obviously lifestyle changes, whether it's a regimented exercise routine. How do you guys weed through all the crap to find what works for you? Because
it's
there's got to be a ridiculous
everything.
amount.
Right, try everything and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've got a couple in the chat. My brother-in-law is actually listening, and he says, "Hi, Heather. Hello, how are you doing?"
Hi.
MCAT says that both of my parents have it. My mom is type 1 and my dad is type 2. Diabetes is really tough to deal with, and a lot of people don't realize that, and they don't.
No, they don't.
But getting to kind of the climax of this, I wanted to talk about, like, do you guys have any like notable charities or anything that you would like to plug?
If I knew what their names was, yeah.
Right, I would throw them out there if I knew some. But I mean, like the diabetes, what is it? The American Diabetes Association.
Yeah, yep.
I follow them on Facebook, and like they post things like diabetic friendly meals, and they'll do it like once or twice a week.
Right.
And then the other things they post are things like low carb like low carb alternatives. Like for example, as opposed to eating a bag of chips, they were saying the other day they had one that was as opposed to eating a bag of chips, have a box of or a bag of carrots with peanut butter or something like that, because it's low carb alternative that are going to still taste sweet and still taste good, but potatoes are way higher in carbs than like say a bag of carrots or peanut butter would be. That's a big thing I liked. And then there's another page on Facebook that's called Foodgasms for Diabetics.
That's on Facebook.
Yeah, that's
it's
on
like
Facebook.
a private group or just a group.
I don't know. I don't remember if it's private or not. I've been in it since I was diabetic anyway. There's a regular Foodgasms one, but there's also one that's called Foodgasms for Diabetics. And it's everybody on there, as far as I understood, is diabetic, and meals they make every day that looks scrumptious or looks like something you'd want to eat on a daily basis.
Right.
And they post pictures of it, and then they post the ingredients and everything else like that, and how to make it low carb and how to make it so that it's healthy and it's not going to make your blood sugar near as wavy. Because like there's a difference between just a regular low carb food and then a food that is a slow processing food, so it doesn't skyrocket your blood sugar immediately. And then there's also a fast processing carb. So like, for example, if you had a bag of chips, they're straight carbs. They're going to go into your system almost immediately. And more often than not, it's going to skyrocket quickly. Whereas if you have oatmeal, yeah, it's still high amount of carbs.
And disgusting.
Oatmeal's amazing.
Oatmeal is amazing.
I need to make you some oatmeal.
Somebody posted a picture of those dinosaur egg oatmeal things.
Oh, I love
and
those things.
I'm like, everybody feels so nostalgia about them. I'm like, I fucking hated that shit when I was a kid. Like, my mom would like make me eat that garbage, and I'm like, fuck no, give me some Cheerios or something. Like,
right. But see, that's another thing. Like, everybody goes, oh, you can't have candy or you can't have.
You can.
Well, yeah, no, but a lot of people, they're, oh, you can't have that. It's a big one I hear on a frequent basis. The other one is they all think just because it's a sweet or just because it's a junk food makes it high in carbs or high in sugars or whatever else like that. Whereas I also have to look at like a loaf of bread, or I also have to look at like there are carbs in carrots. So I still have to monitor how much I'm eating of it. And people look at a carrot and go, oh, that's healthy. You can eat that.
Right.
But
what are free foods for that kind of thing?
like
Meats,
scrambled eggs.
So protein.
High in protein, right?
Yeah, high in protein, pretty much. Meat, cheese, eggs.
So where do you think
it's all good stuff.
The
all the good
tuna
stuff.
tuna melt?
Oh, the tuna melt's
yeah.
fantastic, dude.
Tuna melt was,
Okay, so
amazing.
Fucking gross.
disclaimer on that. I used to hate tuna like with a flaming passion. And if my mom and dad are listening right now, they're like, why is he eating tuna? Did they drug him?
Yes.
And so,
All the roofie mix in the
Right.
tuna.
right. So, but I used to hate tuna, and then Tony goes out and makes his tuna dip, and they broke my arm to force me to try
Did
it.
not break your arm.
And
You broke your arm trying to clean out the bowl.
Yeah, I was
Kind of
gonna
more
say.
like it.
And so I had some of it, and then every time I'm up there and they have made some,
Everybody thinks it's just because of
it's
you.
because I'm here.
He almost missed out tonight, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Tony almost ate it all.
Well, no, but it was funny because Maddie, Tony's daughter, goes, "Hey, is Adam over?" And she
It was
goes,
Sean.
"Oh yeah, it was Sean." He's like, "Are you making tuna?" He's like, "Yeah, why? Is Adam over?" Huh?
So I'm going to take a minute for the chat again. MCAT has given us some websites. One is for type 1 diabetes, and it's jdrf.org.
Okay.
It's for the type 1 diabetes research. And then also there is the Children's Diabetes Foundation. And with
that, I believe that's the organization that donated money for some people to go to a camp that I've went to called Camp Madaicha, which is for diabetics only.
okay.
And I believe it lasts for 2 weeks
Racist.
long. Well, no, the camp itself hosts
Other people.
hosts for other people like
Other people. That's what you call us?
That's what I
Other
said.
people?
Hell yeah.
No.
Those damn normies.
Yeah, no.
The others, gosh.
Is it like
There
a
we go.
fat kid camp or what? I mean,
Could be. Hey, you know.
They should have.
you're going to
I would-
fat kid diabetes
I
camp.
think I was the only one growing up that was like, please send me to fat camp, please.
Oh my god.
I know it's gonna suck,
that
but at least
for-
I'll be with other people that are
Is
fluffy and that
camp
hate
for,
it.
like adolescents only, or do adults go to it as well?
It's for 16 and below, I believe.
Okay.
But if you've been there for, I believe it's 2 or 3 years,
Right.
you are going above, you're going to be above 16. I believe you can be a counselor for them.
Oh, okay.
So they have like the 2 years that I went, we had 2 amazing, 4. I get actually, yeah. There's 2 counselors in your cabin and everything, and I've went 2 years, so I've had 4 amazing counselors. Like, one of them actually inspired me to get a tattoo that they have, which is the diabetic the cross with the snake around. I don't know what it's called. Whatever that's called. Yeah, the medical thing.
For it.
And it says type 1 diabetes under it on his wrist. And that's what I want to get. Either that, or I planned on getting a tribal armband that says that.
Sweet.
And I think that's good to have. Like we were discussing, me and Adam were talking about this earlier. I have my mom's from, because she was diabetic too, and I still have her necklace. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. It's just sitting there. So I offered it up to him because, if it happens, then you don't have anything stating that you are.
Right.
You ever get in trouble, and it's, they need to know
I'd probably get a bracelet as opposed to a necklace just because, I'm not a big necklace wearer, and 2, necklaces, like if I'm bending down to pick something up, like I'm getting into my kayak or something like that, and it's hanging around my neck, it's just going to be a hindrance. Where if it's on my wrist, it's out of the way.
Should get like those dog tag bracelets.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's what I was thinking too.
Speaking of tattoos for good causes, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
So we are going to be doing something at one of our shows. We don't know which one yet. But we are going to have a handful of tattoo designs, pretty goofy ones, nothing too ridiculous. But you guys will be able to pay to vote for which tattoo design is getting tattooed on my body. So it should be fun.
And
are you picking where you're putting it, or are they picking it?
I'm gonna pick where it goes.
Yeah,
you guys get to pick what.
Right, we have got to keep it so he's got future potential for a job, although that's already not going to happen.
For anything
but it can be. They're going to be some ridiculous designs, and all the money for that is going to the Relay for Life.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So
right
there
on.
you go.
Shout out to the Relay. We love them guys.
Yep. So we definitely want to keep on looking, forward with different
Darian's
charities.
Looking at me, giving me the look that makes me think that I forgot to tell her.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, this is
tell her.
See, this is so 3 months ago, Darian.
Yeah.
You should have been there.
You got to keep up. The ridiculous ideas that we come up with, you're gonna have to learn to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, she did write in the chat. She was touching on base with the tattoo. She's like, him having the tattoo would be an indicator. If someone was to find him having an episode, they would know automatically.
Right.
So that is a good idea. But yeah, so the tattoo thing, she didn't tell her.
So if you're an artist and you can come up with some ridiculous design to put on me, then
submit it.
All right.
Yep. Get a hold of us
I'm
if you have it
for you. Okay.
Oh no, we already heard your idea.
It's not that bad this time.
It's gonna be a dick tribal.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not getting a dick tattooed on me.
I don't blame you,
I
Joey.
didn't make that.
Those designs are getting
specifically on your forehead.
See that exactly. That's our intern. That's not me, man.
It could be anything. I was thinking about. I was thinking about. Here's what I was thinking, and this is how much I'm dedicated to raising money for
the
Relay for Life. I'm willing to put up the Colorado Avalanche symbol.
Damn.
Oh,
we were just having this Red Wings conversation the other day, and Joey's like, if you're not a Red Wings fan, you need to get the shit out of the US. Fuck off.
I said get the fuck out of Michigan.
Yeah, get the fuck out of Michigan. He's like, fuck off.
There's plenty of homos in Colorado that'll take you.
AKA Rob, go to Colorado.
Are you telling that to your brother?
Yeah, he's a Colorado Avalanche fan, and he can't name a player on their. I'm like, hey, do you know anybody on their team? He's like, no. I'm like, do you know anybody on the Red Wings team? He can name 5, and I went, my point exactly.
He said that, and I'm like, yeah, I got a couple of people that used to be my cousins that were Colorado Avalanche fans.
You disowned them.
Was it you, Adam, when I made the Avalanche cookies? You're like, I don't really want to eat these because they're called Avalanche, or was it you?
It might have.
I don't know. Somebody said
it could have been either.
I think it was Joey because you made the Avalanche cookies, and I looked at them and went, oh, they look so good.
But they're called Avalanche cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a minute here. MCAT said that she can do it. Joey, let me do it. I'll draw Jack with a bottle of beer in a spacesuit or a really weird clown. I don't know if I like that idea.
Here's the thing, though.
Por que no las dos?
You can submit a design, but we're gonna have a few of them up there because that's where most of the money is gonna come from. It's
Right.
from
We
people,
want more than one design.
It's gonna be from people voting on which one they want me to get on my body.
So you can submit that. Message one of us and we'll look at it and put it up. Possibly. Right?
Yeah, it'll be we'll do it at a show. It's gonna be like you pay so much for a ticket and then you get to vote with that ticket. So the more money you put into it, the more votes you get. So
that's right.
There you go.
And it all goes to the Relay for Life.
And she said she will definitely donate for sure.
Awesome.
So I appreciate that, the Relay for Life the whole thing is just it's a good
thank you guys for rocking the chat tonight. It's pretty cool.
Hey Aaron, I had a question for you. Have you ever been I know this sounds weird, but successfully sick and maintain your blood sugar at the same time? Because if I get a fever, if I get a cough, anything goes wrong, my blood sugar does not know how to control it. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down every day for at least 4 to 5 days. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Speaking completely honest, I don't remember.
So no.
Ask my mother about that one.
No success.
I was just because anybody out there that's diabetic.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I hope not.
Right. Anybody that's out there that's diabetic, go ahead and comment on that because I've never heard of, and I've talked to a few of my friends that are diabetic, and
I'm sure your mom does a good job of keeping you
alive.
Yeah, she helps. So my grandma.
She takes no shit.
No.
I just got a comment on Facebook the other day about being diabetic, and they're like, it's the only job in the world as you're diabetic that you're playing with a liquid that every day you're playing with a liquid that you're administering to yourself that with up or down 5 units could kill you.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa. And I never thought about it that way because literally up or down 5 units, you could pass out. And if you get to the one time I was at my brother Rob's, I went down to blood sugar of 33.
Wow.
And he literally walked in and shook me and couldn't wake me up. And he was like, he called EMS and they showed up. They stuck me with a needle with an IV and I didn't flinch because I was still unconscious. And they're like, look, if your blood sugar had hit 30, you probably would have been dead. And I went, hold up, what? Shoot.
Yeah, let's not do this.
I went, it was rough. I was like, hold on.
That is
playing with a mic there, buddy.
I ain't doing anything. It's not moving at all.
But no, it was a little rough. And he's like, he's like, did you take any insulin last night? And I said, you know what? That's the strange part. I said, I had 4 sandwiches and a chocolate Easter bunny. Because when they woke me up, they looked at me and said, your blood sugar's low. And I went, you got the wrong guy. I said, because on average, my blood sugar is between 5 and 7. It was at that point, it was between 5 and 700 on my walk around average daily basis. That's and crazy. An average regular person without diabetes to implicate it is usually between a low is 70 and a high is 151.
Right.
So 151 and up, they start worrying about you. And 500 to 700 was my walk around for a daily basis. And they're like, oh, you're down to 30 something. I'm like, nope. I think you got the wrong guy. You're in the wrong house.
Right.
What are you doing here? Like, what? And I'm like, if I hit, so you're telling me if I'd have dropped 3 more and he hadn't called 10, if he'd have called 10 minutes later, you probably wouldn't have been able to wake me back up. And he's like, you wouldn't have woken back up. That'd have been it.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I didn't, the crazy part is I didn't take any insulin. Usually the more insulin you take, the lower your blood sugar goes. The more carbs you eat, the higher it goes.
Right.
I had 4 sandwiches and a chocolate Easter bunny the night before and didn't take a single shot. And my pancreas decided to kick in that night on overdrive. And was just like, oh, by the way, gone, burned it all off, and then just kept running.
Yeah, you have a crazy metabolism.
Yeah.
So is that like when you first found out you had a fluctuating pancreas, or
that was they said you need to go to the hospital because we don't understand it. Because when EMS tells you they don't understand something, you're like, hold up, I thought you'd seen it all. Like in my brain, I was going,
nope.
I was going, have you not dealt with diabetics before? Does this not compute with you or something? And he's like, you need to get it looked at. And within that 6 month period time, I went in and they're like, oh, you have a fluctuating pancreas. I was like, okay, what do you mean? She's like, didn't you live in Huron Valley for 3 weeks? I said, yeah. She's like, they couldn't figure it out because one day you could eat the same sandwich, take the same amount of insulin, and you could be fine. The next day it could drop, and the next day it could raise. It depends on if your pancreas is in the mood to work. And I went, so I got a pancreas on PMS for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Now you had a similar event happen, right, Aaron?
About the DKAD.
Yeah.
That shit
Diabetic ketoacidosis.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the word. That's why I use a shortened term.
It's DKA for short. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But this one night I thought I was sick. I thought it was like a 24-hour bug or something. But I threw up everything. Like literally, I had nothing left in my stomach or anything. And I was feeling like crap, trying to sleep and sitting, next to my bed with a bucket. And so I went back to my mom's because I was at my grandparents at the time. And after about, I want to say about an hour to 2 hours, I was like, screw it. I got to go up to the ER. This isn't right at all. Because, I'd never felt like this before. I felt like I was on the verge of death because I was. And I went to the hospital and over in Cass City and they're like, yeah, you got DKAD. I'm like, huh? What the heck is that? And they told me about it. And I don't remember how to explain it really, but it was scary. They took me to a Covenant and everything.
Was that the time that you were texting me in the ambulance all the way to the hospital just to make sure that I wasn't freaking out? Yeah, this kid is texting me, telling me he's okay, and kept texting me throughout the whole ride over there. I'm fine. I'm going to be okay. And then later on tells me, yeah, I was scared. I thought that I could have died.
Yeah, DKA is...
I was close. DKA.
If
I would have waited an hour longer, I'd have been dead.
Wow. Now, he's got the fluctuating pancreas. What about yours? Is yours?
Yeah, he's got the flux
first
capacitor.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
The problem is it's just his pancreas time travels. The rest of him stays in place.
No, that'd be my metabolism. Mine just hits light speed and it's gone, and my pancreas is like...
But yours is different from...
Mine's right now is completely dead. I have nothing left. Like you poke it, it's not going to move at all.
Kind of
dead.
So it literally time traveled into the future.
Without you, yeah.
Yeah, without me.
Yeah,
but at first it kind of fluctuated a little bit. Like sometimes it would work, like make my blood sugar go low, like just drop instantly. But then after about, I want to say a year, maybe, it completely did.
Wow.
Yeah, DKA. I've had it I've learned that most of the time it happens when your blood sugar gets really high,
right?
Or at least that's what I've seen anyway. When you're sick, or you've eaten a lot of food, or it's really really hot outside anyway.
Now, is that because it's trying to flush all the sugar out of your system?
Right. So what happens is when your body's trying to flush all the sugar out of your system, the first thing I've noticed anyway, I don't know if you're different or not, but the first thing I notice is I start going to the bathroom like crazy. I start having to pee every 5 minutes, if not less. And it's no joke. I have to be within eyesight of that bathroom door because I might get 2 steps out of the bathroom and then turn around to pee again. And what it's doing is it's trying to flush all the sugar, literally flush all the sugar out of your blood through your urine.
Wow.
And then the next step, your mouth goes cotton mouth times 15. And there's nothing you can do about it because it's internal. Your blood sugar's so high that it's sucking all the moisture out of your body. So chugging a water, you might think in your head chugging a water is going to help it.
Right.
But because it's not external, it's not your mouth, it's literally dry, it's the inside.
Right.
It's not doing anything. It's just helping you pee more. And then, you get into that kind of dazed headache type, almost feels like a fever type phase. You're like trying to stay conscious at this point.
Right.
And I was walking into the hospital, I was stumbling and I was going, no, something don't feel right. Like I feel like a walking death. And, they say, oh yeah. Then the first thing I noticed, or the thing they noticed too, was your breath smells like candy, which is the weirdest thing I've ever been told a day in my life. I walked in and she goes, are you diabetic? I'm like, no, not that I know of. Why? She's like, your breath smells like candy. Apparently it gets a really rich, sweet, like almost nasty smell. And she's like, I think you're diabetic. We need to check your blood sugar. And I was like, great.
Never heard of that one before.
Yeah, I mean, I was at 900 when I walked in. Jesus. So yeah.
Holy crap.
That was like
walked in.
Yeah. No, that was the other thing. The ambulance driver goes, what did that blood sugar say? I said, it says hi. I said, hi back. Hi, how are you? And he's like, hold up. That checks it up to 700 and it's still not reading it. So then they got the, I guess you would call it the industrial size, because that one checks up to 1,000 and above. Checks it, and I was sitting in the ambulance looking at it, and I said 933, and he says, I don't believe you. And I went, well, my eyes are still open for the moment. It says 933. And he goes, holy shit. You walked into the ambulance, didn't you? I said, yeah. He says, I don't know how you did it. He says, honestly, I've never seen somebody walking around at above 700. Most of the time they're gun, and we have to carry them out on a gurney because they're not conscious. I'm like, I'm stubborn and too stubborn to sleep, so flip and fix it, please.
Great, you have a whole bunch of stuff going on over there.
What?
You're like, just fix it.
Right, like fix it now, because that'd be great. I don't want to feel like shit anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a pain in the ass. And then I on my way to work in Milford, I was low because I was burning carbs because I was literally biking to work, and it was pouring down rain outside, and it was rather cold out. So I had 4 layers of clothes on, but I'm burning carbs trying to stay warm. And I literally had to pull my bike over, and I sat down and nearly passed out in somebody's front yard because, I mean, I was so low that I didn't know what I was doing. Or they thought I was drunk because there was trash in their front yard that was 3 alcohol cans. I couldn't tell you what they were. They thought I was a drunk passed out on the side of the road.
Jeez.
And then EMS showed up, and I'm kind of in and out. And I was like, nope. He's like, were you drinking? I'm like, no, sir. I'm diabetic. And then was just about to go under.
Wow.
And he's like, oh shit, eat something. I was like, wait, nope, glucose shot. And I went, ow, hey.
Yuck.
That was a bad day.
Never had to have one of those yet.
No, he took a like IV size needle and was just like, here, stick. I'm like, ow.
Yeah, like in your thigh.
No, he did it right about my elbow crease.
Oh.
Yeah. And I couldn't fight it because I was half coherent.
Wow.
But yeah, no, diabetes definitely is a curveball that sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll drink to that and just about anything else.
He's opened up the Jameson.
I'm almost out of
drinking
beer.
to that.
So.
I just scrolled through the Facebook feed and
Uh-huh.
just found out that the drummer for Mr. Big, Pat Torfey, died at 58 years old today. Let me guess, nobody knows who Mr. Big is.
No, sir.
No.
I'm the one.
But I'm
who
sorry.
wants to
Oh, that guy,
be
yeah.
With you, yeah. See, come
No.
on, really?
No.
Seriously.
That was it going over his head.
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
Nope.
We're done. It's only
Are you
Bye.
breaking up with me, Tony?
Yes, I'm breaking up with you live on the
Is
podcast.
that the last straw?
good. Good. I get you all to myself for Valentine's Day.
Hey, whoa. I didn't say that. I said we're breaking up.
So,
Oh, get
We
back
still have to
together.
have hate sex.
so for the people
Revenge
listening,
sex, damn it.
for the people listening at home, tell us what you're gonna do for this fake holiday.
I've got a few
You-
tricks up my
Do you
sleeve.
buy candy? Do you?
But I
Make
mean, really, if you
something.
think
I'm going to
about
Ann
it,
Arbor with
if you
my
think about it,
girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
aren't all holidays fake? They're just made up. Like,
Kind of.
They're made up ways to celebrate and get drunk.
Does
What do you
New Year's
complain about?
Or
Huh?
have days
Does
off
New
work.
Year's count?
True.
Just New Year's.
New Year's is just like, I mean,
New Year's
it's a
is
made
New
up
Year's.
holiday, but it's a real day because like that's happening. It just happens. You can't stop it from happening. But
Rob just said that's a bummer.
What are you talking about, Rob?
So that's a bummer.
the breakup,
Probably.
Maybe the breakup.
The-
yeah.
The breakup or me passing out when he couldn't wake me up.
the
Yeah,
podcast
scary.
power couple breakup.
Oh,
Power.
how dare you?
Shut up, bitch.
Halloween isn't made up. Halloween is probably one of the best ones I like.
It's
Halloween.
another it's made up holiday.
You
They're all
shouldn't talk
made up.
about your ex like that, Tony.
It's not made up.
I think we should get rid of all holidays
Then
and
you-
just have a
A
week
month?
long end of the year celebration for New Year's.
No, I
Only
think-
a week? What the hell? We're
Yeah.
not going to get hammered and want to recover from that week in a week?
No. See,
Just 1 week.
You do it like the Jewish people do. You party for a month straight,
Right.
and you're golden.
And
Like,
then you nap.
right, exactly. Like
Then
February,
you're-
it's got 28 days, and a leap year, it's got 29. The whole month of February, you're March. All right, March comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb.
I think like Christmas is like the best example of it's supposed to be like this cheerful, joyous time of year. Why the fuck is everybody so pissed off and miserable then?
Exactly.
And stressed the fuck
Okay,
out?
do you
Because Christmas sucks and we hate it.
right?
We can all
Oh,
like
it's become
everybody,
so-
Not
everybody hates
The kids don't hate it.
right.
Oh,
Fuck
kids
them.
don't.
Well, that's because they're getting fucking PlayStations and iPhones and all this other shit that's like $1,000 a piece.
Right.
Fuck
If you
that, I'm
want
giving
to
'em coal.
see, if you want to see pure evil, go to a Black Friday sale.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, that's
God.
crazy. So we're
That's the
thankful.
truth.
So Thanksgiving, the craziest holiday on the planet, because
Oh, I
we
love
go
Thanksgiving.
gather in all our families together and we say what we're thankful for, and the very next day we're at each other's throats trying to kill each other for the next biggest TV.
Is that true, Rob?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant family.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's
After
true.
Thanksgiving, you
It's
guys
all the
fight.
it's all the
Duke
side
it
effects
out.
of the tryptophan.
You see,
Oh.
I love Thanksgiving, but it does not love us diabetics.
Oh hell no, it
No.
sucks.
So can you guys eat cranberries without ill side
Fuck
effects?
yeah.
I don't touch cranberries. Nope. Blech.
Oh, cranberries are where it's
trying to
at
think
for
of-
me.
Yeah,
Trying
but
to think
see,
of
no,
another
what's
holiday
is it-
that I hate.
You see, I eat a lot of it, and then I don't eat anything else.
see what sucks.
Most
is,
of them.
I hate damn near all of them except
Yeah.
Damn
for
near all holidays.
yes, for the simple fact is that the only holiday that I have not had any shitty thing happen to me was the 4th of July. That's because I was doing it to
It's
myself.
like it's
Yeah,
like
you almost blow my face off last 4th of July. Let's talk about that.
what are you doing aiming for my girlfriend's face,
she
man?
got in the way. I told her to move.
No, I was sitting back. I was far enough, and I was taking a picture.
Lies.
I have a picture of that.
So
coming
you
at
were
my
taking a
face.
picture, which means you had to be close.
See,
No, no.
see.
That does
Yeah.
not. No.
Was it with your
Whoa,
camera
whoa,
or
whoa.
your phone?
My phone.
That means you had to be
Oh.
like within a foot.
Why would I want to put my camera in jeopardy?
So you put your phone in jeopardy and yourself in jeopardy.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
maybe
see.
a little bit, but
Okay, so babe, your phone means you had to be within about 2 feet because phone cameras suck.
yeah,
Yeah, 2 feet.
See,
2 feet. No, I
Off a
was not.
firework.
I was behind.
You
and-
just said yeah.
It's
You
like-
turned yourself in.
I don't
No.
understand why we feel the need to celebrate everything.
well, we're
like
supposed
birthdays.
to.
Birthdays are dumb.
So,
Yeah, birthdays
Hey,
are
I get
dumb.
free cake at my birthday. Shush you.
Yeah, like same here.
like,
Like
what
what?
kind of cake though do you eat?
Generally speaking, anything.
Oh,
for
so
me, it's usually like the German chocolate cake.
Oh,
Yeah, you do usually get
Way
that
to
one.
way to fucking ruin chocolate cake with fucking coconut shavings.
Hey, I love
Hey.
coconut.
Wet,
You
I'll
love
say
what
coconuts.
Where else is coconuts?
That's the coconut.
So in the live chat, Rob said that we should celebrate for a month, not just a week.
See,
Amen to that.
I can
So that
compromise. I can compromise for that. I just think it's gonna get out of hand if we're fucking celebrating for a month straight.
go
Yeah.
big or go home, Joey.
He also said,
Rob's favorite saying: "Go big or go home."
yeah, he also
But I
says,
guess if it cuts it down to just 1 month of
See,
aggravation,
Anyway,
it's better than
yeah,
that's right.
1 month of being broke.
1 month of the purge.
Oh, God.
that
Fuck
means
yeah.
that goes for birthday. There's no birthday celebrations either in this
Birthdays
in
aren't
this,
holidays.
in this ideal world that I'm creating.
Hey,
I'm
birthdays,
cutting out birthdays too.
birthdays aren't holidays.
Instead
This
of
is
cool,
this is the Joey Strain, like when I dominate the world eventually. This is like my
Eventually.
oh man,
Anyway,
I'm getting rid of fucking all holidays, no birthday celebrations, just that 1 month of
Isn't that what
celebrating.
Jehovah Witnesses do?
so
Yeah, but also no door-to-door bullshit either.
okay,
That's
so
getting cut.
the ironic
With the
part about
plan.
Jehovah Witnesses, they hate the holiday of Halloween, of random children walking up to their door, knocking on their door for
they
candy.
don't want to share their candy.
Right, but yet they're perfectly okay with walking up to random strangers' doors and
Oh,
sharing.
yeah, good point.
Their religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bothers me. I was growing up as
You
a
were the
child.
hold on though. You are the only person that I've ever met that fucking maybe Harley too. That like the Mormons come to their door and they're like, yeah, sure, come in.
No,
Like,
I
you fell
know.
for the scam. That's
Rob
like,
answers the door in boxers. Rob will be like, "Oh, you want to come in? You want to join me? Sure, let's do this."
No, but see, the great part about that is generally these places hopping like a madhouse any given day of the week. So when they come in and look
So
around,
then we
and go,
all have to suffer through it.
Wow,
I came
this
over
is-
to play some D&D and now we got to fucking wait for these Mormons to leave.
Right. So
There's
what was
one-
They were first of all, I want to say they were really nice kids though.
They were.
They
They
were
were.
cool, but
Mormon
Still.
Jesus.
So what
I'm
was
trying,
the
I'm
comment
trying
you
to
were
get my
bringing up,
fucking
brother?
tabletop on.
What's that?
And
It looked like you were trying to bring up a comment on the.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
some
we got lots of
comments
stuff
that you
going
should
on
read.
in the chat. There is Rob also said Black Friday blows. See, I'm
Yep.
trying to catch up with everything. And also Darian said, so we all know who's gonna have a crappy Valentine's Day.
Oh,
She also says that she thinks that me and her should go as each other's dates for Valentine's Day. Screw the boys.
hey,
that works.
hey, I've got things planned for her.
Oh,
I thought
Yeah,
you had
we're
things
cooking.
planned for Tony.
Gay.
I do.
About the same
She's
time?
sitting in the back seat again. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're having
Right.
great sex with the steering wheel.
I'll just hang out with
No,
you.
how do you get the steering wheel out of the way? You got to put down the back seats. You got to put air mattress down, and then giggity goo.
I was gonna
Hence the
say
reason it has.
I was gonna say I was just gonna hang out with Tony then, but never mind. If that's
Just got weird, huh? Just got weird.
Oh shit.
No, because see, then we can celebrate your coming out party, Joey.
Oh fuck yeah.
I want to do that on my own terms.
Okay, so no handcuffs. We get it.
No glitter.
Lots of glitter.
Oh yeah, lots
It's
of
gotta be
glitter.
fabulous.
Glitter bomb, baby.
Fabulous.
Coming out party.
And Justin has to be here too. So
Yeah.
We got to get him out here. That'll be my plus. Can you be my +1 for the comedy show since Darian has to work?
He could be.
You should mess.
Darian,
him.
I think
Totally
you're
does.
I
right.
will. Justin, if you're listening,
you're Joey's +1 for the comedy show.
comedy
yeah.
show.
Let's do it. We'll get fucking annihilated.
It'll be a good time. Good time will be had by
Joey
all.
wakes up and Justin's walking funny. Well, you had a great time last night, didn't you?
Oh,
Hey,
fucked yourself.
he's a taken man. All
He
right.
is respected.
What kind of fucking tramp do you take me for?
I'm just saying.
He is not a
Not
home.
just
kind of-
a tramp.
What kind of
the
home
tramp.
wrecking? What kind of home wrecking? Fucking slut do you take me for?
The slut,
The
not
slut.
just a slut.
You're not
the
a
slut.
slut. You're the slut. Joey.
Right.
The
It
slut.
happens.
Darian's giving him such a suspicious look.
Besides, I'm already taken by my brown bear.
Not even Darian, my brown bear. Damn.
Okay, so every time that something comes up and you say it, I look back like, what's gonna happen? She's sitting back there. She's just
Darian's-
quiet.
Okay, so this is why it's really gonna be crappy. Not only is my boyfriend gonna be with his brown bear for Valentine's, but he's also gonna be coming out with his brown bear for Valentine's.
We can still hang out.
Oh.
You guys can go shopping together.
Yeah. It'll be totes fabs. I don't know what gay people say. Like,
You should have asked that question.
Exactly.
You had so
What's
many
the-
Slacker.
opportunities.
it's true. I gotta catch up on the lingo.
At least you got the most.
If I'm gonna
burning
join
question.
their cult, I
If you're
need
gonna
to-
join their team.
The gay cult.
So now we've got the diabetic cult and the gay cult. What the hell?
What is it?
For the record, for as offensive that I am, Justin loves me. Let's
Of
be
course
real.
he does.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a.
Well,
He
of
was
course, you guys are coming out together here shortly.
No, he's already out.
Justin's already
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's supporting.
I like
Joey.
when you bring up.
I thought it was a two-hander, not just one. Damn it!
I don't know. I mean,
It's funny like when you bring up like all of these things like they're supposed to offend me or like like I'm supposed to be embarrassed by it, but it's just like whatever. Yeah, I'm coming
Yeah, cool.
out.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
that's
I
awesome.
like the cock.
A doodle do.
Now Darian's giving him that look.
She's been giving the same look.
That's a good sound bit. No, that's just me saying I like the cock.
That'll be a ringtone that will be available
That's
On
right.
for
Zedge.com.
99 cents.
On Zedge. Yeah,
On
I'm not
Zedge.com.
charging for that. It's free on Zedge. Who buys ringtones?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
think
know.
anybody
people on
has since the
Facebook.
90s.
Right?
Oh,
Remember those commercials that would come on all
Yeah.
the time, like where you could buy? You probably don't.
Yeah,
But,
I do,
yeah.
actually.
He wasn't born yet.
No, but I do remember. I've seen them.
Like the crazy frog ringtones and
Oh my
shit that you could
God.
buy
Yep.
for like
Oh, yeah.
for like 99 cents or
It's
a
so
dollar. or whatever.
90s.
do you remember buying from Columbia House and
BMI and yeah.
Yep, pennies. You could get CDs for pennies, and then you rack up a bill quite quickly, and then your mom has to call them and tell them that you're not even 18
I never
and
paid
she's not
for it.
paying for it.
Babe, is this a personal story?
Yes.
yeah,
it is.
it happened. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I kept on ordering CDs and not paying for them, and then my mom called up Columbia House and was like, "Yeah, I'm not paying for this. She's not even 18. She's nowhere near being 18. She has
That's a
no
good-
money."
That's a good way out of that, though. 'Cause that's their fault for not,
It's totally is.
for not
Yep.
knowing your age.
Yeah. So
What's my age
I just
again?
got it out of the magazine and sent it in and picked what CDs I wanted and got a new one.
Walked away from me. She said, "I'm not paying for these fucking CDs."
That is what I said. No, that's what my mom said.
Right.
Sounds like
Rob,
the cover's right.
Rob says y'all got you got screws loose. Adam fits right in.
Oh yeah, I
Damn.
do.
We're gonna get along great.
Amen to that.
What were you gonna ask?
I was going to say, please tell me you at least got some
Hold on.
decent CDs.
I did.
Also, I like to point out that we talk about my coming out party when these two are talking about hate sex in a car together
Wait, Tony
for
mentioned.
Valentine's
It's
Day.
no mystery. I'm a
Right.
whore.
Damn it, cheating on me again. We talked about this last week.
You're gonna keep on talking about it every week
That's right.
because
Fuck.
he's a whore.
It happens.
And might I
Sure.
add, I was the one that
Sure.
mentioned to Heather we need to get Justin on the podcast when we were sitting at Fishbones.
And guess what?
Heather forgot.
What the fuck
I
does that
got
have to
him
do
to
with
come onto
anything?
the podcast.
Because my gaydar is on point.
No, because
Well,
he
of course it
came
is. He
right
picked me
out.
up.
There was
Hello.
no gaydar. He was just like,
You don't have a
listen here.
gaydar.
Yeah, you don't have a gaydar. What do you? What?
He picked me up. Of course he does.
Okay, so I already dealt with this when I was married once. Please tell me. Sorry, I'm not gonna finish that.
What? Okay, no, now you have to tell this.
Yeah,
story.
now you
Please.
Now you gotta tell.
Let's,
Are you
let's hear
slurring
it.
your words? Do we
There
need to
is-
test you for
yeah.
diabetes?
You might have to.
I'll let-
Wait,
So
wait,
there-
question. This is Sputnik.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna met.
listening.
Well, I said ex-husband. So,
Yeah, it's kind
so my mom,
All right, all right.
me and my mom are close, and I used to talk to her about a lot of stuff and stuff that would happen and disappointments. We'll just say. And
Be a
she
lot cooler
says,
if you did.
she says to me, "Are you sure Nick's not gay?" I said, "Mom, I never thought of this, but I've already been with him for 11 years.
It's okay to be a pillow biter.
So yeah."
That's not what
So
you
that's
said.
why I
last night.
said I don't want to do that again. So if you're coming out, come out. Wish you could. Oh my God, broke back.
Oh my god.
Broke
Oh,
back
that was
mountain.
great.
So yeah, that was the story.
Brokeback Chewbacca.
Well, you are that furry.
Let's not talk about the furry thing again.
What?
Because I know somebody who told me they were going to a convention and they were like, "Oh, I'm going to this furry
Look,
convention."
stop
I'm like,
kink shaming, Heather. It's
No.
2018. Get with
Listen.
the program.
So, real question.
"Is it
Does
like a
Chewbacca-
mascot sex party? Is that what this is?"
I don't know.
Hold on. If it's just a furry convention, then it's not really a kink. It's more of a. It's just you're
Explore your options.
You're cringe shaming. Is what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
You're cringe shaming.
I apologize if you like.
It's like when you make fun of fedoras and neckbeards and all that.
That's a
stuff.
cringe shame,
Hey, I
And
like
baby
fedoras.
faces.
huh?
There's nothing wrong with having that. Like that's like 90% of the world. I mean, come on.
Baby faced.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that I was cringe shaming. Shaming.
Shaming.
I cannot.
Shaming.
talk.
Hey, we already talked about drinking and diabetics. Ah,
We have talked a lot about
Yeah, they're
that.
cheap dates. They sniff the cap and the
Yeah.
white girl wasted.
White girl
I watch a lot of those cringe compilations though.
Yeah,
They're like my
told
favorite-
Yeah,
with
told
neck
diabetics
beards.
get drunk easier.
neck beards,
I've
mouth
told
breather.
Diabetics get drunk easier.
oh yeah, diabetics. Like, cause your blood sugar is already like.
Yeah.
So on top of that, alcohol
Cheap
doesn't help.
date.
Right, alcohol doesn't help
Hell
that
yeah.
cause.
Well, yeah, because it's all carb,
Well, shit.
isn't it?
I know what I'm doing for my 21st
No, it's
birthday.
alcohol
Potatoes.
sugar.
It's all holy water.
Holy water.
Like holy fucking
Nice.
shit, I'm on the
Holy
floor.
Holy What is the
Like
Joey?
holy fucking shit, I'm on the floor.
midnight stream.
Oh, Dio.
So
what's,
it's
what's what? No.
it's
I said
holy
no.
water, like holy fucking shit, I'm on the floor.
Probably.
No, that's tequila.
What?
I was gonna ask you what the highest proof of alcohol is that you've actually drank. Can you tell about mine, like moonshine, like if it's made what? Just
I mean,
without
if you-
labels.
That's a hard question. I'm sure whatever it is, I don't remember.
I'm gonna guess.
If it was high enough, I probably shouldn't remember.
Have you ever had the absinthe?
Absinthe?
Thank you.
Yes.
Absinthe is amazing.
Yes, I have.
Don't you have to do it like a specific way, otherwise you could
Yes.
die from it?
Yep.
Is that true?
Well, no, you have to do it a specific way because of the way that the absinthe pours over the sugar cube.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was totally hanging with the green fairy.
Yep, we'd be dead.
You can get.
Yeah,
Fuck
Aaron
that
and I would be
absinthe.
dead.
Oh yeah,
Probably. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I heard him say sugar cube, and I just thought, "Yep, I'm."
You
dead.
got to know,
Talking about
guys. Too.
acid.
yeah.
Yeah.
You seriously have to know a guy. 'cause
Oh,
that
you
stuff
can't-
will fuck you up.
You can't
Are you talking
order.
about
You can't get
acid?
it here.
You can get like
It's illegal in the United
Yeah.
States.
Oh.
they sell things that they call
Talking about
absinthe
acid?
here, like in
No,
some
not
states.
acid.
Absinthe.
Oh, I thought you said acid.
Absinthe.
It's an alcohol.
Absinthe.
Okay.
It's fuck you alcohol that's
Yeah.
gonna like
Like
kill
there's
you in your
Okay.
sleep.
some
I
people
thought I heard
sell
acid. I was like, huh?
absinthe, but it's not
Wow.
like really like what
It's
Hey,
not the legit stuff.
Let's keep down to one conversation at a time. Here.
I love your enthusiasm, but hold on a minute.
but
I don't want to.
but they don't have like you can't legitimate like the kind of absinthe that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can't buy legally. in the
Oh,
United
thank you,
States.
Canada, for absinthe.
Yeah.
Does that have the whole blame Canada
I want to
song?
try.
I know what I'm doing
No,
when I hit
it's
18.
good
I
stuff.
want to try peyote at some point in my life.
No, you don't.
I
Yes,
do
I
now.
do.
No, you don't.
100%.
Makes
Trust
me
me.
think
What
of
do you
Young
like?
Guns.
I want to chase the white pony.
Do you like puking?
I mean, it's not my favorite, but I can deal with it.
No.
I drink alcohol, man. Like
No.
I can handle puking.
And here comes the look
not
from
when you've had
Darian.
peyote. When you've had peyote.
Listen, I'm a free spirit. You just got to deal with it, okay?
I need to be a peacock.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Oh,
That poor
my.
guy.
God bless Mark Wahlberg.
That's right.
And Wahlburgers.
No, when I lived out in
Wahlburgers.
Las Vegas, I tried peyote, and oh my god, that nobody told me that you freaking hork your brains out for 2 hours straight.
Maybe you just suck at peyote.
no,
He
that happens to
Maybe
everybody.
you're just bad at it.
Maybe you're just.
And then you like trip
Like everything
balls for
else in your
6-8 hours, and oh man, it's insane.
Me and Joey are just laughing about
See
this
how you
whole
guys are
thing.
trying to give you my infinite amount of wisdom in my old age, and you're like
Infinite.
laughing at me. Wow.
I feel like it's an experience. I feel like I have to have.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me know when you throw up a shoe.
You telling me that wouldn't make a good party story?
Fuck yeah, it would.
What had happened was I was hanging by an empire cactus
And
and,
then I
threw
Threw
up
up
a
a
shoe.
shoe, and it was a woman's shoe.
It was a stiletto.
Don't
Like,
remember
I don't
eating
even,
that.
I'm like, it's not even my shoe.
Well, it's Las Vegas, so anything could happen.
Oh, that's true. What happens in Vegas, though, you have to leave in Vegas, from what I understand.
No, that-
Actually, I threw up 2 shoes, but they weren't even the same size.
He's got a midget shoe.
So Heather's then, right?
Yeah. pretty
Ah,
much.
hey. Yeah.
I'm sorry, dear. It's child size. I had to be politically correct.
Rob said go to Canada to get the absinthe, and
They have
that's
some
where that
amazing-
shoe went.
They have some amazing absinthe in Canada.
I know where I'm
Eh?
going when I hit 18.
Yeah, I used to go. Me and your mom used to go over there.
Before they did this whole
Yeah.
passport bullshit to get over the border, we would literally go over there because you could drink
yeah.
when you were 18. We go out to all the strip clubs and drink absinthe.
Mhm.
God, it was amazing.
We didn't go to the strip clubs. We just walked around, and people were walking
know
with
where
their
I'm
shirts
going.
on.
I don't know
It's just
why,
weird.
but I don't know if I believe that, babe.
What's that?
That you
What?
didn't go to the strip clubs.
Oh, you should believe it.
No, she
That
was working
freaks
there.
me out.
Oh.
No, I was not.
Oh.
Making it rain.
Whoa there.
So hold up. Where did
Whoa
all that
there.
money go?
I didn't know how to convert it.
I love you. That was amazing.
What do you only take Hawaiian money?
It's funny every time.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Oh god.
I'm American. I don't take Hawaiian money.
You gotta.
Yeah, ask your mom about the trips to Canada.
I want to get
God,
a. I want to
don't
get a
even know if I
roadie
want
now.
to.
I want to get a roadie now, just so I can hand him 20 and be like, all right, I need you to get this converted into Hawaiian money. Don't come back until you do it. I swear to God, I'll kick your head off your shoulders.
It's okay.
Clean
My,
off.
my old boss collects $2 bills specifically to go to Canada with because they convert over easier, apparently.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
got like every year he brings, I think they bring him and his mom bring like $1,000 worth of spending money in $2 bills.
Yep.
He collects them from the banks every day.
I've got a little collection of cash from working at Speedway.
Yeah.
Of like weird foreign money.
Oh yeah.
Like I've gotten like so there's this coin from Norway that got jammed in our fucking change dispenser
Mhm.
Right.
because like it came out of a roll of quarters because somebody just stuffed it in there like fuck I need one more, so they just stuffed this Norwegian. It's about the same size but a little bit bigger.
Right. Right.
So like it got jammed in our fucking coin machine and I couldn't get it out. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I got some I got pesos.
He also collects the gold
pesos?
$50 coins and the silver $50 coins,
Yeah.
and he gives them to his mom every year for her birthday for the casino machines
Nice.
because that's 50 cents or
They still take that?
yes they do.
Where?
I've never been to
Sorry,
Mexico and I really want to go.
You want to go to Mexico?
Let's
I want to go to Mexico
To watch the
just so I can get shit faced for like $10. And
Tijuana. That's all
I
I'm
just,
saying.
I just want to go to Mexico so I can go.
he just wants to see a donkey show.
No, I no, because street racing is legal over there.
Illegal or legal?
Legal.
Okay.
Yeah, their
Street racing is legal there. I want to go there so bad. I love racing.
You know why they race like that?
Why?
From drinking the water. Because they have to get to a bathroom.
Damn.
Iba.
Wouldn't that be
Sorry,
Flint,
that was
Michigan, though,
horrible.
too?
That was like a dad joke.
Ooh.
Who have I become?
Wouldn't that be Flint, Michigan, too, though?
Hey,
Oh.
sign her up for the dad farm.
No, don't take me to the dad farm.
Hey, no. Fuck off, both of you. I need to keep her for now.
For now.
Now.
Don't take me to the dad farm. They're all listening to Creed over there.
Oh God.
Hey,
I thought you'd say Nickelback.
I like Creed.
There's not much difference.
What?
What?
What even are you?
What
I'm Aaron.
Aaron.
Fuck
Aaron.
Hey, Ron in the house.
Hey, Aaron, don't give no fucks. No.
So going back
Can
to
we mute his microphone, please?
Yeah,
He's done, right?
I'll get on that.
We've talked about the diabetes thing. He's done.
Hey.
He's out.
I'm gonna go
I'm
back
calling
to
it.
chat.
There's
No.
a flag on the play.
You can't call it. No,
You
I'm-
can't call.
only Tony calls it.
Whoa, he called the shots.
Hey, you hitting on my lady, man?
My lady man.
Heather is a team player, so I mean, just
Whoa,
point
whoa,
that out.
whoa.
Well, what?
Mm-mm.
She's walking down.
This
the
is
aisles
my
at
godson.
Hold on.
What?
I just want to know, since when does Tony call the fucking shots?
Right?
He's
That's
the
what
one
I
on the
said.
computer.
BGs.
So I want to go to the chat
He's
really
the
quick.
brains of this operation. Damn it.
No.
Let me go to the chat.
Tony, I don't pay you to be insubordinate.
Who said I was getting paid?
I was gonna say no. Who?
Well, you're not going to with that attitude.
Oh my
Get
God.
Fired.
All right, so Heather in the chat.
So, new subject: is it okay to like Bill Cosby, or is he to be hated till he dies? That's from Jeff.
Well, I would say he's
Jeff
probably
Afa.
he's probably to be hated till he dies. When you have hold on, I'm trying to think of how it was worded.
Committed
But
that big of a crime?
He is probably the most successful rapist of all time in American history.
Yeah.
He's probably racked up more rapes than any other American in history. And that's Bill Cosby. That's America's dad.
Pretty much.
What's America's Dad?
And well, he was.
Ugh.
He was America's dad
God.
at one point.
Yeah.
So much for the pudding pop, you see.
Oh.
Mr. Huxtable was getting it on.
Oh yeah.
Now he's America's bitch.
Yeah, no,
Well, you
I
see,
would,
it's weird. He was a doctor in the
right.
show, and then he was using roofies.
I don't know.
Is that where
But
he was getting them?
Here's the thing, though.
It's
Like,
possible.
here's the thing. I mean, you're allowed to like anything in secret, I guess. Like, really. Like, if
Guilty
you
pleasures.
secretly if you still enjoy Bill Cosby's comedy, like just keep it to yourself. I would recommend. Like, it's okay, but like just keep it to yourself. 'Cause people probably aren't
secretly
gonna
like
be.
Nickelback.
Keep it to yourself.
That's not okay.
That is not okay.
That's not even okay to like in secret.
That's not okay.
And
Hey.
also, Rob said Motor City Casino for the 50-cent pieces. Okay, I didn't know that they
Soaring
still
Casino
did.
has it too.
Yep.
I didn't.
Most
think
of
they
them across
did.
the U.S. do because
I
he's
think
a,
get the
MGM does
cards.
too.
Yeah,
Is it the
you
cards?
get a card at
no, but
Soaring Eagle.
I know John, the guy who used to
We-
work for, goes down to South Dakota.
We
and
went.
They've got it.
So my mom and I took a road trip with my ex fiance up to the UP because she had to get. She was testing to get her.
Yoopers, eh?
She was testing to get her cosmetology license. My ex fiance.
Mhm.
And so when we were done, we hit like every casino we could on the way back
Nice.
and got like their free cards for signing up or whatever.
Mhm.
Right.
So we just had like this collection of these casino
Hanging
cards
from the
hanging
rear-
from the
Yep.
rearview mirror.
Nice.
I lost mine, but I haven't been there in a long time.
I've never been to a casino.
I hate casinos.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
It's a terrible time.
Yep.
So
And
I
they
Go
still
to a
can
casino.
smoke there, and that like kills me. Walking in there and they're like,
That's the only thing I liked
Ugh.
about.
"Of course
casino.
you do.
Yeah.
You're a smoker."
That's right.
piece of
It
shit.
happens.
Piece of shit.
Hey, I'm just saying, smokers have given up a lot. Okay,
Fucking
you guys
Like their
wanted
left and their right lung.
no. See, here's the thing. You guys wanted a smoke-free environment. We started with the airplanes. You have the whole damn plane.
That's right. we do.
Seriously?
What about us
Are you
non-flyers?
playing?
I'm so, no.
Hold on. Are you making this like
You
out
guys
to be
get the
some sort of
bars.
race thing?
It is
What?
because the simple
Talk to
fact
the
is,
mic.
if the
You
plane's
guys get the
crashing
bars,
and I'm
Adam.
dying, guess what I'm doing?
Tony is fighting for smokers' rights.
Damn right.
Alright?
If the plane's crashing and I'm dying, guess what I'm doing? I'm lighting up. I don't care.
Did they really
Gonna
used
die
to
anyways.
smoke on the plane?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, they did. It
I don't
sucked.
know. Whoa. You guys are out to lynch me or something. Yes, they did. Ask
And
me.
like restaurants,
Crap.
there was like
Hold on,
the
you
smoking
guys.
and non-smoking.
Did you just
Okay,
section.
assume my
sorry.
gender?
I did.
Yes, we did.
You
Now,
told me that.
what
I
you
don't
can
know.
only
I don't
smoke
even
what
know.
inside your own house under a blanket with a gas mask on? Is that
Pretty
how that
much not
works?
even
I guess
that.
so.
Hey, there's still restaurants with smoking.
There is.
Yeah.
Where?
It's
Really?
weird.
Okay,
it's
At the
weird to
casino.
think. It's weird to think back that I actually remember like
Non-smoking.
going to restaurants with my mom and being asked smoking or non-smoking.
Right.
Tony, in Oakland County, right on M59, the strip that we were taking to get back up here,
Yeah.
there's 3 different restaurants on M59 right there that they still have a non-smoking smoking section.
We're so eating there next time.
Dave and Amy's, gosh, what's the other one? There's
Uh,
Charlie's down there, and then there's a steakhouse down there that all have smoking.
I'm so
non-smoking.
glad.
Charlie's is awesome.
I'm
Charlie's
fucking-
is a shit.
I'm so glad it's not allowed in bars and stuff anymore.
That was
That would
bad.
be terrible.
It was
I couldn't even
very bad.
because I like my mom's a smoker and stuff, and like growing up in a house where people smoke in the house and stuff, like
Mhm.
that stale cigarette smell.
Doesn't
But
get out.
can't
It
do
doesn't.
See, that's the thing is I'm a courteous smoker.
Right, you smoke outside, it's okay.
Right. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, I got cancer number 72. You want to come join me? Here's some secondary smoke."
Right. But not everybody that smoked was, and inside of like a bar, for example, that he mentioned.
Yeah.
Right.
It didn't matter if you were courteous or not. What happened was there was a stale stench,
Right.
which I think I can justify them getting rid of.
Oh,
that
I
type of
I
area.
played my fair share of
This-
shitholes that when you walked in, whether it was at 10 in the morning or in the afternoon, there was a nice little thin dinge of haze already there.
You could cut it like
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Pretty
Yeah, and
much.
I pretty much right now am remembering that smell and just like "Bleh." That's how I'm feeling right now.
Speaking of bleh, this show's about ready to wrap up.
15 more minutes.
Nope, we
No.
Make it 10
close.
o'clock.
Closing
No.
time.
Closing time.
You ain't gotta go home once you get
God, I
here.
fucking hate this song.
Why are you singing it then?
I don't know, dude. It's just
Because I said closing
That
time,
sounded
and
pretty-
it's just like the thing, like
It
you
It sounded
say
pretty
it,
bad there.
It's a thing with the person in the
No
voice.
offense.
I hate that song so much.
right?
Then why'd you sing it?
It happens.
It happens, man.
Is there
Shit
an echo in
happens.
here?
Don't get fired
Yes.
before you get started.
Yeah.
It's okay. It
Are you
happens.
questioning me right
It
now?
happens.
He
He's
totally is.
questioning. I
Totally
think-
questioning you.
I think his sugar's high or low.
I am fucking God in this studio.
No.
Do not fuck God in the studio,
I
you
will fuck
That
perv.
is fucking.
I will
Hey.
fuck God in this studio.
Pictures or it didn't happen, all right?
All right, all right, all right, all
Christ.
right.
All right, we're getting carried away.
A little bit too,
Okay.
too out.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks guys for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no problem. It was fun.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was
I
a
guess.
blast.
Gonna have to do this again sometime.
Well,
Giggity,
I don't know
giggity.
about that. I mean,
Hey.
You get to be
I'm
here.
not that bad. of a
You get to
person.
be here every Thursday and
Yeah, I know,
intern.
Being on the podcast is
You
a
can
lot
hang out or
funner
whatever,
than
it's
just
fine.
hanging out.
Tell me about it.
Funner?
Yeah, funner.
Fun.
Funner is the
all
word.
right, we're not getting into this. We're
Okay, anyway.
I'm trying to close out the show here. I just want to say thank you to everybody listening at home. It means a lot to us that you would make us a part of your weekly routine. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all of that social media crap. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma. I've been Joey Strange. He's been Tony. She's been Heather.
What's up?
They've been our guests. Darian's
Hello.
here too. Thank you and have a good night.